We are here reacting live to the Shirewolves versus Korupption team title match. Just preface, this is the actual live stream, so it won't be the same thing, you guys, that we'll see whenever this drops. We don't know when it's going live, whatever. I'm just excited. Who do I have with me?
Hey everybody, it's Nat.
And Kelsey, hi.
And fuck it, I've had to wait too long. We're just going to start this right now.
Yeah, I'm
Let's do it.
impatient. Let's go. Nice way to start.
Oh, shit. Ollie, as always.
Good to see you too. You've been doing an amazing job. I think
I swear to fuck.
that you are
Well, thank you.
so refreshing. Just absolutely doing. I'm really appreciative, and I think we're working really well together. I'm grateful for all the things that you've done for the Odd Couple. And
Well, thank you so much for saying so.
you're welcome. There's one thing though, mostly online, I've been noticing that
God damn it.
you haven't really made any big moves. You haven't really done anything huge, like dropped any bombs. And I'm a little surprised because it doesn't seem much like you.
Come on.
Big things take time. They take planning. They take thought. I have something to show you. This is something that I like to call the nuke.
The nuke.
The nuke. Why don't you take a look at it? I'd be very curious to hear what you think.
Okay, wait. Is there any chance this is the signature Brandon Hanna gave?
I think it might be.
Could be.
So Roxy looks amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my
always.
God.
For sure.
It could be amazing, but also, I don't know. And there's no way that Christian ever goes for this.
Oh,
Faction Wars.
yes, you will.
Faction Wars.
You think?
Yes. I mean, anyone who cannot recognize genius is by definition a moron. And I don't think that Christian is a moron. After all, I'm right here. I'm the commissioner, aren't I?
That's true. I don't think Christian's a moron either. Good luck with this.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to need luck at all. I think Christian's going to go for this.
Okay.
You know why? Because he has unlimited power.
I will follow that man anywhere.
I would walk 500 miles for him as I turn this down. Oh my lord. So fucking excited.
Really? I can't tell, James.
Boo. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, there's two of us on here.
Okay, wait, so while we have you here, and this is all going, who do you all have winning this match?
Mikey, 3 belts!
I have Korupption, yep.
Thank you, my people. Frank Janish
I feel
proved it
bad about
today.
it, 'cause Tyler's
Korupption is the
back.
greatest team of all time.
I saw that. I was
He-
looking at
he
that.
proved it.
Feel it in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the movie trivia showdown. It's the Schmodown Throwdown Championship team match here. I'm Christian Harloff.
I am Mark Ellis, and boy, Christian George, what an event we have for the kids here tonight, the Shirewolves.
Look, the Shirewolves are one of, if not the best team of all time in the movie trivia.
Who is
showdown.
ready
Classy
to
Mark
get
Wolf,
stomped
the Crusher,
in
Rachel Tushing,
points?
legend of the game, and the team champions. They made a decision. They sat down, myself with the Shirewolves, and they said,
I was not invited.
you were not invited to that one. They said, this is it. Win or lose, we are going to step down. But they
Dunzo.
wanted to make sure, because I made this clear, that I said to them, I said, look, if you wanted to, you guys have nothing else to prove now. You can just step away and we'll put the belts on the line in the tournament. And they said, no, We want to go out. Korupption earned their spot. We want to play them. And in order to do that, we had to find this time. We had a special time to do it. It's today. Thank you to Thad and to Mark Fernandez and everybody for making this happen tonight. The Crew of Collider stayed extra late today just to make sure that this match happened tonight for the fans.
How about a hand for the crew, everybody? Huh? I mean, this is what you love about the Schmodown. And it is incidental that it is happening on a Thursday night right now, because remember the Friends Seinfeld lineup, must-see TV? That's exactly what this is going to be, because as you said, the Shirewolves, they're looking to ride off into the sunset like the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but Korupption is looking to crystal skull them and take those belts and
how
ride
dare
off
you
into
compare
their own
us,
future
the
in
real
Movie
winners,
Schmodown team division.
And it's funny
to Crystal Skull.
ever since we announced
You know what?
this would be the last match.
This is Ellis's heel turn.
A lot of tears.
Rightfully so. There's been
You
a
just
lot
saw
of
it.
the fans that are behind it.
Lots of
There's been a
tears
lot of
if
support
other
for it.
reactions are
This
going
is
to be
the
similar to
last
this
match of the
one.
Shirewolves, and Korupption has kind of taken
I
a back
think I
seat
might
to all
survive
this.
unless Mike
And you have
wins,
to
and
think
I'm
there are
going to be a
two
mess.
things on the table here for Korupption.
Kelsey, over
If
under.
Chance Ellison happens to win the title
How
tonight,
likely are
he'll
you to cry?
surpass his rival Paul Oyama, and
It
he'll be
takes
the
a
youngest
lot for me
champion
to
of all time.
cry.
Mike Kalinowski will
Over
be the
50%
third double belted
chance.
champion
All
of
right,
all time.
Nat,
But
So
that's
Korupption's
not.
fighting for a lot right
I'm
now.
not
But yes,
probably
it's
not.
about the Shirewolves.
Over under.
It really is when you
Under.
look at what they have accomplished, and this would be the
So
fourth
like
time overall
5%.
that
5%.
they won a title match. You know,
I'm
it's
Sounds about right.
gonna
so
bet
much
about
on
like
the line for the Shirewolves,
around
but
a
they've earned
15%.
everything that they've
You look at their significance in the history of the
And I
movie
hope
trivia
not, 'cause
Schmodown,
I
both
ugly
inside the
cry,
ring
like,
and
big
outside,
time.
what it means to the people at large, what it has meant to fans around
I'm
the
a
world. to be
single
able to
tear
watch
down the
Rachel
face
and
kind of
Clark
person,
compete
so
together.
it's subtle.
Sterling
You mean
individual
Endgame?
competitors, and when
Just
they team up,
literally
it's just
in
an
a
extra
ball,
ingredient of
sobbing.
magic. But Korupption, I
My
mean,
shirt
this
is
the role they
soaked
were
with
born to
snot
play.
and
It's a
tears.
spoiler to
I can't.
somebody's
I
going
can barely
away party. That's
stand
why
as I
wore the
walk out.
varsity jacket, because it's
That's a
direct
good
I'm a
one for
away
you, James.
for the
I'm
Shirewolves.
a
I'm excited
mess.
because Classic Clark Wolf, she was a trailblazer. She was the first, really. I said it before. Yes, we've had other women in the league before Clark came in, but Clark was the first one to come in. She went 3-0, challenged for a title, kept on playing, and just became like a superstar, just like that. And then Rachel, she was the one that came to me and said, "Rachel Cushing's answered questions in the crowd. Get her a match." And they didn't join forces right away, but eventually they did, and they formed this big super team that they are.
How
now
are
with
things like?
Shirewolves, but you
I
also
feel like the
mentioned Mike
Schmodown will
Kalinowski,
never be the
Cushing
same
and
with Rachel
Kalinowski
Cushing and Clark
again,
Wolf gone.
and people forget. And I said this yesterday on this live
And
stream.
you know,
like,
Nat, as the second
one of
biggest
the
Clark Wolf
most
fan
underrated matches of
among
all time
us,
was Wolf versus
Have to go on.
Kalinowski. It was a number
Yeah.
one contender
Although
match for the
I
singles
will say, Nat, if you cry
Sudden
today,
death,
you
and
might
Clark
be the
Wolf took
biggest
that
Clark Wolf
victory. So
fan.
There's a lot of history between these teams.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Dylan cried.
Never have they gone together.
I love it. I think that
But it's not on camera.
Not on
Right.
camera.
Him teaming up
Not
with Mike
camera.
Kalinowski. How's that chemistry going to play out? We know how it's going to
It's
play
not
out. for the
seen, it
Shirewolves.
didn't happen.
This is what we've been waiting for. As a great band once said, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Do, 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 do.
I'm excited. I'm excited too.
Can we just
And if
get?
that didn't get you pumped
What
up,
if we
got
have
this great trailer here
who's the
by
lead
our
singer of
own,
Van
the
Halen?
Nerd Chronic, Mr. Eric. Let's take it
Oh,
away.
Yes,
So
yes,
does
yes.
this
Here we
mean
go,
as
here we
well?
go, here we go.
Teams
Shh,
division after
we're
that
coming.
match. IG singles.
that.
This is it.
Yes.
Come on, give it to us. Come on.
Shirewolves.
Rachel the Crusher Cushing.
Wolf is a legend, quite possibly one of the best teams we've ever
They're
seen.
fan favorites out there for a reason.
Really going to do something
They
dynamic.
bring that A game every
Come
They're
on.
both legends.
I want to see our lovely faces. Fuck, man. Nat, no crying yet.
Cheer it up, man.
Eye drops.
Boys.
This was an amazing
The
music
journey
choice.
has just been more than I expected, but also I don't think that I ever thought that I would get to a place of such just like even keel about it.
Why not go out, try it once? I don't think I'll win. I don't think this will actually go very far, but I'll put my money where my mouth is. Both of us had, roller coaster rides to get here. We had the strong ups at the beginning. We had the really crushing defeats. That's a part of it. It's a hard part of it, but at the end of the day, when I look back on it, it was almost more special having dealt with all the bumps along the way.
Is it somewhat poetic that the last match is against Mike Kalinowski?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Our boy.
Remember last season when Mike was complaining that a no-name was with him?
Yeah.
No chance. Ellison.
How things change.
Live on stage.
Over, is that right?
Yeah.
Champion.
This is now a titan of the game. I'm not intimidated. Not one damn bit.
Chance Ellison now has a title shot. Mike Kalinowski has his first title shot outside of the Inner Geekdom division.
We have a path in front of us. 2 future champions together. You all doubted me. I set out last year to take that Inner Geekdom title, and I got it. I'm taking those team titles. We're going to have all the belts at the end of this. Every time I open my mouth to say what I'm going to do, it happens. You see what happens when you doubt me. Keep
Yes.
doubting me. You've seen the consequences of when you do that to me. What happens?
And now this is one more time that Mike Kalinowski gets to play Rachel Cushing for a championship. So the story is there once again.
You know, they had that great
Mike,
streak.
the hero
They
of the
lost.
league.
I know what it's like to lose. Losing makes you a better competitor. Great competitors, they take the loss in stride. You come back stronger than ever before. I've proved that. He's going to prove it. We're going to be champions.
I still have one far more match
Sure.
against Mike that he's won against me. I'll just point that out. And I'm determined to make sure that
I do want to point out one thing because this is a little boring. This is the least we've talked during a promo. Like, this is an amazing promo.
It's
love
true. I know, I'm glued.
So we're going out swinging.
We're gonna go out there and give them hell.
We loved playing. We loved everything we've done so far.
Okay,
and
question.
we want to give you
What do you think their entrance will be?
We fight.
Oh, it has to be something big.
I don't know. Lately, they've been just doing the classic, just like the two of them just going out. So, like, I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's another Girls Run the World.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Eric, if you're watching this is an amazing fucking promo. Great job. I do know what comes later. I'm hoping that's gonna be even better. But you're fucking incredible.
I'm gonna have such a hard time rooting against them.
It's not necessarily that I root against them. It's just
Well, it's like I realize like I don't dislike Rachel, but in most Inner Geekdom matchups, I rooted against her.
Mhm.
But like looking back on all this, like I fucking love Rachel. Like she's incredible.
Yeah, you can't help but respect her.
Yeah,
He's
it's all
amazing.
just she's so much better in retrospect, and that sort of sucks. I didn't realize that like in the moment watching her.
Incredibly proud of what
Even though I still fucking
and
hate
to
this
the
match.
fans, we are so incredibly grateful.
I actually
for
rewatched
the
it
support,
yesterday.
and this last one is
I was in the mood.
Once is enough for me.
I watched it live. That was pain enough. Looking the fucking horseman after it.
Hard not to get emotional watching that one.
Did you hear that ripping electric guitar?
Yeah.
Was that
And
Harold
you know what's
Faltermeyer's
happening?
score from top
Danielle,
to bottom? Promo that
Alex,
was Christian, win
Dylan,
or lose with the
everyone
Shirewolves. I hope
already
everybody
crying.
out there bought stock in Kleenex because we're going to be going through more tissues than Bakuga in high school.
No. That's good.
That's why we call her Classic Clark Wolf, because we needed her.
Well,
I love that Mel.
that's
I love
hard
Ella
to
so
beat that.
much. Oh my god.
What do you have? David B. I want to give props about David B. And Eric for doing just that promo.
bars.
David B. has been doing a lot of our original music, and man, that was just something special.
Is he friends with Joe Satriani? I mean, who was that on electric guitar?
But you know, Mark, when you look at that, promo, and you
Is
see
he
all
the
history,
guitar player for Van Halen?
what the Shirewolves
That's
as
Van
individual
Halen.
players together, and then you look at a
Like,
player like
how
Chance
long
Ellison,
until
up and
Ellis
coming
gets to meet
rookie, and then Mike Kalinowski, who's
the lead
just
singer
having
Van
a hell
Halen?
of a year. I mean, he really has just turned around from what he was when he first started to a pretty good player to a great player.
It's like Harloff interviewing Dane Cook. It has to happen.
You look at the history that is between Clark and Rachel, what they've done individually, what Korupption
Is Mike
has posed as a
Kalinowski
threat
going to throw
to them
another
in the team division. I mean,
perfect
this is everything you
game?
want in a matchup, regardless of sport.
I would be so fucking hyped if that happened.
That'd be so
different
cool.
lines, whether you care about soccer, whether
I
you
am
care
on
about
record.
boxing, football, basketball,
I will
whatever it
eat
is.
a
You love
hat
the spirit of competition.
if
you love
he gets a
when it's
perfect
all on
game.
the line.
You
That's
will eat
exactly
a
what you're
hat?
getting, and it's
I
about
am
to go
praying
down
that he does.
right now.
I have a
5
hat
rounds,
right there. You
winner
can't see that. It's
take
off camera.
all.
I have a hat right there, and I will
a little
eat
bit of
it.
tale of the
if he gets a
tape here
perfect game.
between both of the teams. Both
I don't doubt
Korupption
that he
and
could,
the Shirewolves.
Well, we're gonna
but
start
I would be
actually with the
surprised
Shirewolves, because the
and
Shirewolves, they
elated
are
if he
great
does.
at comic book movies, horror
So
movies, and being the
happily
greatest
eat a
team that
hat.
ever was.
I described it on the page. I would eat a hat through tears of joy.
They are great at action
Mike
movies,
liked it,
James
which
Bond
means he
movies,
supports
and trying
it.
to dethrone the greatest team that ever was.
All right. Well, that being said, the tail of the tape, it's out there. I ask you, are you ready? I'm pumped. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie.
The worst part is,
Schmodown.
I was going to be in LA this week.
San Diego's high school football rules.
Yeah. I could have fucking snuck in. Maybe, I don't know.
The
It was an
movie
incredible
trivia
outfit, though.
Schmodown Team Championship of the World. Introducing first.
My God. The fuck?
Led to the ring
Are they Daleks?
by their manager,
Oh.
Grace Hancock, and the pit boss, Ken Knapsack, with a record of 4 wins, 1 defeat. They are the #1 ranked contenders.
This is a great song.
Chance Ellison and the movie Trivia Schmodown
No one else?
Champion of the World, Mike the Killer Kalinowski. Korupption. There's Grace. There's Chance. And there's the champ. There's the Intergeekdom champ.
Grace leads them out, Ben flanks them, and the stars themselves in the middle. Look at that
Where's
shiny
Stacy and Tim? Come on.
Yeah.
Look at the Intergeekdom champ. He's going to be
Actually, you know what?
become
I
the
like
third
that
ever
the use of like the logo in the
champion. And
background.
what if
That should
he
be more
did it?
common.
He would be
It's
taking
nice
most of the
to
belts off of his
Yeah.
like
rival,
see the
Rachel Bush.
That's
iconic.
right, and Ken having a little
Yeah.
bit of fun with the
Shit.
Shirewolves and what this means to them with what he wrote on the whiteboard. You say goodbye, I say hello. That's obviously a famous monkey song.
Right. True.
Mhm.
All right. And their opponents.
Knew it. Called it.
Yeah.
Led to the ring by Emma Fife and Mark Andreyko with a record of 7 wins, 1 defeat, and 2 knockouts. They are the reigning, defending, undisputed movie trivia Schmodown Team Champions of the World. Classy Clark Wolf, the Crusher, Rachel Cushing, the Shirewolves. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
For
Okay.
one night only, the Fight Club reunites.
Waving to their throng of admirers, sold out crowd here to cheer on the Shirewolves in their last
Look at
Their
Chance
last
fucking
intro,
clapping.
it
What
is
an
us
asshole.
all around
Oh,
this very tightly knit. You know, you would say group, I say family.
Yep.
that
I
is
could
gonna
see
be
someone.
rooting
I could
on
see like a puppet
Clark
master
and
like pulling the
Rachel here
strings
tonight.
up and down.
Corruption, give him respect. Corruption, look at Corruption, give him respect. The audience giving respect. Big round of applause for the Wolves. Mike Kalinowski showing respect to the Shirewolves as everybody getting ready to play this match. Look at all the gold up there, too.
I like the handshakes. I'm going to
Yeah,
take
of
back
course.
some of the things that
Okay,
I've written on
what
social
are the
media about
possibilities? This just ended a
Well,
wrestling
they
match
are
because they say
sitting down,
fuck
they are
it.
ready to play. This is it. The team's title is on the line.
It's just Mike v. Rachel, like Tommy versus Brendan Conlon at the end of Warrior.
This
Oh my
championship
God.
match. Mark, rules. of
Chelsea
round
hasn't
number
fucking
one.
seen yet.
What? I have seen Warrior.
I think you hadn't seen it.
No, I've seen it.
Alright, so just Alex and Danielle then.
Yeah, it's Alex and Danielle. I quote it a lot.
8 questions from 8 different genres.
What do you quote?
of
The
cinema.
whale.
Each question
The
is
whale,
1
Tommy.
point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing available in round number 1. As soon as we ask the question, you have give or take 15 seconds to write down your best attempt
just
at an
opened my
answer
phone to message
on the
and said, "Guess
whiteboard
what,
that we have
bitches?"
so kindly
Surprisingly
provided in
not from
front
our
of you with
crew.
the marker that RB3 picked up not an hour ago at Michael's. Once the question is asked and we address you
All right.
by your first name,
Who is
please
ready
reveal what you wrote on the
to get
whiteboard to your
stopped?
camera. At the same time, you verbalize your attempt at an answer into the microphone. Each team has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you're not sure you heard a question, you
I
just
like
want to
this
buy yourself another 15 seconds, use the
It's
JTE rule.
adopted
You
for
also
the
each have
eventual
1
Intergeekdom
challenge
Teams
to use
League.
at
Boom.
any point throughout the
Damn.
5-round
Yeah.
match. Christian,
All
feels
right.
good.
It does feel good. So we ask the champions first. Are you ready? And the challengers, are you ready?
We're ready. Let's get it.
Then let's get ready to Schmodown!
Oh, I love using the logos.
All right.
4-1 and
Question
7-1.
number one.
Jesus,
Round
okay.
number one comes from the realm of comedies. Everybody, comedies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He doesn't have to do it himself
Who
anymore.
stars as a basketball player named Jackie Moon in the sports comedy Semi-Pro?
I've been watching that Mindhunter.
People like it.
Yeah.
You like it
Okay,
too?
have you guys seen the new season yet?
Yes.
I haven't seen it. I'm still trying to work through Glow.
5,
It's
You
so
need to,
good.
okay, finish Glow and then
Yeah.
watch
3,
Mindhunter.
2,
Do it.
1. We start with Clark Wolf.
Will Ferrell.
Yes,
Ferrell.
Mike.
Boom.
Rachel.
Will Ferrell.
Chance.
Will Ferrell.
Tie 1-1-1-1-1-1-1.
Didn't know it.
All right. One movie apart should have been great. There we go. So 2-2.
All right, Kelsey, you
2-2.
are
That is the score at the
cut
moment.
off.
Move on to
Get outta here.
dramas.
Name that
Dramas is
movie.
your next category, and your query is
Pitch Perfect?
Joel Schumacher directed Demi Moore, Rob Lowe, and Emilio Estevez in what 1980s movie? Where were you in the 1980s, Christian George?
I did not
What were you
exist.
doing? Were
80s,
you
I remember.
Sitting in a
Well,
boat
I
around
didn't either, but I
pools,
think I know
swimming around
this.
Eating grilled cheese sandwiches like me.
Did you have cameras on me or something? I like
No, I was thinking
that.
about Rachel.
5,
No, that's
What's Christian
4,
today, Mom?
3, 2. I'm going to go visit him in California. 1. Pens down, Mike Kalinowski.
Flatliners.
No. Rachel.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Yes, Chance.
St. Elmo's Fire.
And Clark.
St. Elmo's Fire.
So only Clark, only Mike misses there. 4-3.
That Flatliners
And there goes
Well,
the
not a
game.
perfect game.
I'm like, oh, wait, there's a
I
lot
live
of
to see
people.
that had another day.
Question 3 is from directors. Directors. Who directed the films Dark Man and A Simple Plan?
You wonder something great about St. Elmo's Fire?
I would love to.
So there's like the sax
I know
player in
this.
that movie.
Oh, yeah.
He performed at the
Dark Man.
sexy sax player. He's
I
still
thought
got
he
the
was-
he's
Rob Lowe.
still got the hair.
Yeah.
No, there's another sax player.
Oh,
Goose egg.
5,
Maybe he's the real sax player
4,
because Rob Lowe wasn't hitting that.
3,
Maybe it was.
2, 1. Pens down. And Rachel.
Sam Raimi.
Yes, Chance.
Sam Raimi.
Oh.
Clark.
Sam Raimi.
Mike.
Sam Raimi.
Yep, there we go. So 6-5.
Sam Raimi.
No
By
idea.
1.
Yeah, I
By
got it.
1. And next question mark, number 4.
We move on to the world of fantasy/science fiction.
Okay.
Question is, what film stars Bradley Cooper as a struggling writer who uses a mysterious pill that allows him to use 100% of his brain abilities? I think you know the question I'm going to ask you.
Is it
How
Lucy?
much of your brain are you
What?
using right now?
Oh, 2%. I have no sleep, but I would also say that.
Nice for all the fans that are watching.
Fine. Oh, sorry.
You
5.
got 2% of a Harlock.
4. That's a lot more than you get. 3,
Is that his penis?
2,
Different
1.
fans.
Pens
Boom.
down, please. Chance.
Dang.
Limitless.
Yes,
Limitless.
Clark.
Limitless.
Mike.
Limitless.
Rachel.
Limitless.
There you go. So Rachel, Clark, and Chance right now pitching perfect games.
Shut the fuck up. Don't
All right, here
jinx it.
is the next category. Number 5 is movie release dates. Yeah. In what year did G.I. Joe Retaliation come out? The classic.
Yeah. This is what we call a
don't
perfect
know.
round buster right here. Oh boy, that is
Okay, Mike and Rachel
5,
should get this. It's a geek movie, I
4,
think.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Clark, what do you got?
2007.
No.
2011?
Mike.
2013.
Yes, Rachel.
Yeah, I got it.
2012.
And Chance.
2013.
Wow. So
That was a
Corrupption
total
takes
bet.
the
You both
lead
got
there.
that?
Mike gets that one right. Chance is the only one who is still
What the fuck?
perfect. Next one.
all right.
Chance of- okay.
Next question is in the world of animated movies. These are movies drawn by hand or on a computer. The question
wrong
is 2%. In the world of animated movies, who voices the character of Valka, Hiccup's mother, in How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3? And you and I have, you want to say 10, 15 bucks?
How the fuck did G.I. Joe 2
Oh,
come out in
And you want to say 10
2013?
bucks?
No.
Like, who paid to see
Right,
that
that's
besides
wrong.
those two?
I'm not going to steak
5,
dinner, but
4, 3,
I saw none
2,
of them, so
1. Pens
Same.
down, please. And we start with Mike.
Kate Blanchett.
Close.
No. Rachel.
Kate Blanchett.
Yes.
Mm.
Chance.
Kate Blanchett.
And Clark.
Emma Thompson.
Oh, okay. So tied up now. Right? We're tied up? No.
No.
Sorry. Corruption's still up by 1.
I would have won some money.
Corruption's
won some
still
money.
up by 1 here. 10-9. Next one. Next one's only Chance is perfect still. So
Shut the fuck up.
question 7. Horror/thriller. What is the first name of Nev Campbell's character in the Scream franchise?
Damn it.
So you and I are going to go see a little horror movie on Monday. Excited about that?
Very excited.
The one with the clown?
6 in the City 3. 4,
I don't know.
3,
What's a popcorn
Can we watch
carry?
2,
Sydney.
1. Pens down, please. And Rachel.
Lisa.
Sydney.
Yes. And Chance.
Sydney.
Clark.
Sydney.
Mike.
Sydney.
Got it. Okay, so
That's a city. It's not a name.
Korupption keeps the lead, 12-11.
Thank you, Kelsey.
We come down to this. As far if Chance hits it, Chance will be the only one to get a perfect round of the bonus question.
Well, good, because the kid drove from Arizona to get here tonight, so I think he deserves it. All right, action adventure. The question, last question, round one is: what is the title of the sequel to the Jackie Chan Owen Wilson movie Shanghai Noon?
Ooh.
So Chance
And a
Korupption.
sense of frustration boils over the crowd.
Look at the score rate.
So
12.
here's my
This is
concern.
what you pay for. I mean,
Yes,
these are two of the best teams.
I
that
would
we've
have
ever
said
seen.
5,
this movie was the first
4,
one.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Chance.
Shanghai Knights.
Shanghai Nights.
Shanghai Nights.
Name for
Shanghai Nights.
yes, Mike.
Shanghai Knights.
I got one.
Shanghai Nights.
All right,
As
so
witnesses.
Chance got it.
I got 5 out of 8.
I got 5 out of 8 too.
Chance.
I got one.
So
I think
Chance,
it's 2013.
only you will be the one to answer this. You
Huh?
do not have to write
I think I got
it down. You just have
2013.
the
I
answer
said
in 15
2012.
seconds. Are you ready
A
for your
zero.
I
question?
got 10.
You're closer than I was.
Who played Lita Lestrange, Newt's former love, in Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Zoe
Zoe
Kravitz.
Kravitz.
Yes, for one more point. All right. So Korupption now takes a
Didn't
2-point
see it.
lead over the champions as we get into
Yes.
round number
I love
2.
when Chance is
So
very
what
bottom.
you saw on that
Chance,
round,
my
Mike, they
God.
played
My-
really,
my
really
boy.
tight.
My
All
guy
had
is
strong
taken.
First rounds. All of them, but Chance stood out just
Wait.
a little bit
My
by getting the
boy.
perfect
You
round.
say play tight as in how the kids
8-6.
use the slang tight. Like, man, that was a really tight first round. I enjoyed myself because they looked very confident
Yeah,
as well.
so-
I think there's a
So,
lot of confidence.
I'm
There's
about
a
on
lot of,
par with
I
Mike
dare I say,
Kalinowski.
looseness.
Let's
I think
just
the
remember
Shirewolves are
that.
playing
I
like
had
they got
5
nothing to lose.
points.
Although there is a belt on the line and Korupption
Yeah.
matching that kind of energy, so it's going to be interesting
So,
to see.
you know,
what
me,
do
you,
spin
Nat,
in
we can
round
take on
number two?
Kalinowski,
Are you going to
right?
get a favorable
Yeah.
category?
Oh,
If somebody
logic.
spins something
And I'll
very
just cheer from the
confident, is that going to
side.
throw the team
I can win 3 of those
We're gonna
too.
find out, 'cause round
Chelsea,
number
So
if
cute.
you want to face
wheel
Dagnino or
round
R&B, I
begins.
fully endorse
Mark,
it.
how does that work?
Okay,
It is
that
the Wheel
sounds
of
that sounds
Fate
about on my
game,
par.
and just
Yeah,
as on
sounds
that
right.
wheel, you're going to see 12
Also
different
lose.
categories from 10
Wait,
different
why don't we do a
corners of
reaction
the
to
movie
that?
Trivia Showdown Galaxy.
We need to get you
And
to
no two
reaction
teams
to
are the
it.
competitors.
You
There is no
versus,
opponents and spinner's choice on that
who
wheel.
else? Who
So
else is
each
our like
wedge is actually a category that you could answer 6 questions from. Each
I don't
question
even know
is
who.
worth 2 points.
Maybe
There's no penalty for
Danny?
missing
I
a
don't
question.
think so.
However, there is stealing available in round number 2. So if the
We need to
teams
get
are
you
not
and
sure
someone
the
else
answer,
in
you
a
can ask us
reaction to that
multiple
match
choice.
to you
We'll
and
give you
get
4
4
options,
points.
one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind,
Fine.
teams, you can confer with your teammate for each and every round 2 question. Each team still has all their JTE
keep getting
rules and all
notifications
their
from the
challenges
spoiler group,
remaining.
and I'm afraid to
Christian, back
open
you with
them.
the weather.
Don't open
So
them.
we will
Yeah.
ask the challengers first because of the
There'll be a
2-point
picture of either
lead
Rachel
at
or
the
Mike
moment. Would you
crying.
guys like to go first or second?
We're gonna go
You're
first.
gonna go first, please. Spin and spin from the wheel, please. Not the bars.
Bond, 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 bond.
The champions chose not to have opponents in spinner's choice.
Oh, it
on
is.
there.
Yeah, it is.
So and you know, Mike's
I mean,
looking
Bond or
for James
Pixar?
Bond.
That's right.
Come on.
Mike love it, some James Bond. I think Chance would support him in that quest.
I'm
But
following the
even if
Pixar
these guys
slice.
spin something that I think the Shirewolves would be great at, like a fantasy sci-fi horror. I don't put it past Korupption to be able to get a lot of those answers right.
It's starting to slow down.
It's looking like Bond.
No, it's not.
Past it.
Go, come on.
It was literally the opposite of Bond.
2000s.
Oh.
Spin
again.
Spin again.
Both gentlemen were alive during some of this decade.
So they're gonna spin again. That's it.
As Billie Eilish, the first person ever to hit the #1 spot and born in the 2000s, you shouldn't hate on that generation, man. They got power.
For Meryl Streep, who could
No,
not
come
be
on.
here tonight, unfortunately, due to a
The
prior
only thing I
commitment.
think they're going to want to not get is hard. I think if I was them, but here's it goes. It spins around. It's coming
No,
around.
no, no.
Could
Wait.
be Meryl Streep. Christian.
Come on, come on, come on,
And now they're going to try. They're going to get 6 questions. I got in the realm of Bond.
That's right. And Clark Wolf just put a little more mustard in her spin of the wheel when she gets up there.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
let Clark
right
spin it
off
and get Horde and
All
make it
right.
even.
So
Oh.
we asked the challengers here. You got your questions, Bond. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Okay, 6 questions.
I'm not gonna know any of these.
First
Make it
question.
so.
No, me
Name the
either.
film from the plot. James Bond investigates the hijacking of British and Russian submarines carrying nuclear warheads with the help of a KGB agent whose lover he killed.
View to a kill? Oh, that sounds more along the line. Actually, no, it's probably 70.
The Spy Who Loved Me.
Correct for 2 points.
Oh, that makes sense.
Off to a hot start.
All right. All right, so this second question, you're going to have 20 seconds to answer this question. John Glenn holds the record for directing the most James Bond films with how many entries to his name?
5.
Okay.
That is correct.
You got 19 more seconds.
He doesn't need
Named
them.
Astronaut also directed movies. Question
Mikey,
3.
20 seconds.
Spectre opens with James Bond carrying out an unauthorized mission on the Day of the Dead in which Latin American city?
Give Mikey 1 second. I hope Shannon doesn't hear that. Nicaragua. No, I think they're going that in the sequel.
Mexico City.
Yes.
2 more points, and they are perfect halfway through round number 2, as we expected when they spun James Bond.
Number 4. In License to Kill, villain Franz Sanchez torments Felix Leitier by having what type of animal attack him?
Panda.
He's dangled over a shark tank.
That's correct.
With frickin' laser
I was just going to say a bear.
All right. Number 5. 2 questions left. Which James Bond movie marks the first appearance of John Cleese in the franchise?
GoldenEye?
Five.
The world is not enough.
That's correct.
Taking over for the great Desmond Llewellyn.
And your final question in this round. Final question. Which actress played Bond girl Tiffany Case in Diamonds Are Forever?
Madonna. Halle Berry? Isn't she in it twice or some shit?
5.
I have no idea.
Multiple choice, please.
Is A.
No.
Jill
No.
Maryland. B. Jane Seymour. C. Jill St. John. D. Maud Adams.
B.
Jill St. John.
For 1
Damn
point.
it.
All right, so what a round. They're doing what they do. They've been getting Bond lately, and they got it again. And now Clark Wolf.
Here we
gets the
go.
wheel spinning as she has
No
a
horror.
round of applause.
No horror.
The last spin of Clark Wolf's career. And there it is.
Oh, that's so sad to hear.
Maybe she's got one more spin, depending on what they land
Don't
on.
remind us.
The last time we were
Don't be
seeing Clark
horror.
Wolf spinning
Don't be
was-
There was
horror.
some oomph to
Don't
that
be
as
horror.
She says goodbye to the wheel.
Meryl Streep.
And the
Meryl Streep.
Meryl
Meryl Streep.
Streep. Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, all right. And
Go.
look at it.
Thank you.
Oh, and they almost hit
Drama.
horror, so
Oh,
drama.
Oh, you guys spin again.
Yep. Drama's too broad.
Studying.
They're
They're
going to
gonna
go
take
for it.
Drama's like every movie.
Now,
For
oh,
dramas.
that
Settling
was
for
a last
dramas. All right, they're going to go for dramas here, Mark.
That was a
And that is what we like around here at the
Okay.
Movie Trivia Schmodown. All right, you have spun dramas, so you win 6 questions,
Mhm.
each one worth 2 points. Your first of 6 in the 2016 film The Lost City of Z. Who stars as British soldier and explorer Percy Fawcett?
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam.
Great set of abs on that gentleman.
He is right.
Points.
He's a handsome man.
Not a good actor, though.
Next question for 2 more. In Good Will Hunting, what phrase does
I argue
Sean
that.
tell Will didn't apply to him when his wife was sick and in the hospital?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, doctor's orders, B, visiting hours, C, court order, or D, operating hours?
B.
Visiting hours.
Does not apply to Robin Williams. That's a point.
Oh, I gave this in a monologue. Fuck.
All right, next question. Making it the halfway point in round of number 2 in the 2015 film Brooklyn. Saoirse Ronan plays a young woman who emigrated to New York from what country?
Ireland.
Ireland.
2 more points.
Also,
I knew that one.
very, very underrated.
Starting to
I missed
suspect
it.
that
Need to see it.
everybody up there knows
Oh,
a
it's
little
so
something
good.
about cinema.
Actually, I own
Saw
it.
the
I think they all
trailer.
have one of those Regal passes.
I wanted to see it.
2 or 3 times. It's really
Question
cute.
number 4. 2
Oh,
more
I see
points.
it.
Who plays Shailene Woodley's love interest in the 2014 film The Fault in Our Stars?
Ansel Elgort.
Yeah.
Ansel Elgort.
Looks like a young
One
Val
of the
Kilmer.
greatest
2 more
book-to-film
points.
adaptations of all time. Don't hear about
All
that
right,
soon
so
enough,
the
though.
Shirewolves have made it competitive, at least in round number 2.
Oh,
but
we
they
will?
have 2 more questions
We will.
remaining, and that can pull them to it into of corruption. Your penultimate question in round number 2. Who plays young Marcus in the 2002 comedy drama About a Boy?
Nicholas Holt.
Oh, I was thinking of Jake
both
Lloyd.
them. This is
Like,
why
really
we're
young.
there And we're over here. All right, your last question for the Shirewolves in round number 2 to pull within a possible 2 points of corruption. In Michael Radford's film 1984, based on the George Orwell novel, who played the lead role of Winston Smith?
John Hurt.
Multiple choice.
Is it A. John Hurt, B. Richard Burton, C. F. Murray Abraham, or D. Christopher Lambert?
Come on. I know this one. I should not fucking know it, but I do. Come on. Give it to me, Harloff. Give it to me.
Cut the lead to 3.
John Hurt.
They have cut the lead to 3.
One more point. So what a round by the
I
way.
got 9 points that round.
Has a 3-point lead as
A
we
big
go
old goose
into
egg.
round number 3, and it looks exactly
You
like
did not get a
Mike
goose
hit
egg.
Bond,
I
but
did.
Shire will spot right back,
What?
stuck with drama.
Were you
and now-
surprised they spun drama?
Hey,
No, I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
answered.
What's
A
that,
little bit, but then I saw
hey,
that
Chris
that's what they
Doman.
do so well as
I mean,
a
I'm
team
looking at
together.
Come at me,
looking
bitch.
Fantasy sci-fi. That is what has always impressed me about them over the years.
Calling
is that
people
they can
out,
fit any
James?
category and just run
I'll
rampant
call out
right
more
through it. It does
people
not have
soon
to
when you
be
hear the
something that
announcement
they-
of the
but all
tournament.
credit goes to Korupption and Mike Kalinowski, because you can talk a big game with
But they
James
did.
Bond movies, and Chance got a lot of those questions
He did.
right too. They were able to play
Round 3
all
is
teams.
betting.
They wrote the ego
Yeah.
that their body cast with the check.
Both teams playing very strong together. Now we get into the betting round.
Okay.
Round number
So
3.
here's
The
where we see the
betting
winner.
round, the whiteboard.
Yeah,
and
seriously,
the
right?
magic markers come back.
Please
in
spin
to play just
Bond.
for a little
That
bit
would be-
here in the movie
that
trivia
would just
showdown.
fucking
That would
This is
just
known
be
as the
like-
betting round. The winning team at the moment is
Like-
Korupption, so they will
we spun
have a
Bond.
spin at the
Can
wheel
we
in
bet
just
all
a
of our
minute.
points?
Once you spin a
Can we
category,
just end
one
this
question
now?
will be asked to the field. This question can be of a point value of the team's choosing. It can be worth as many as 3 points. It can be worth as little as 0 points.
Well, that's not
you
the team's
see
choosing,
what
then.
category is spun, please write down your wager from 0 to 3 on the whiteboard. Show it only to one of our judges or to us at the answer desk. And then we will ask the question. Once the question is asked, the teams may confer, and they may write down your best attempt at an answer on
Okay, I got a
the
question for you
whiteboard.
guys.
Now, keep in mind,
Yeah.
if you get
If
the
James
answer
Bond
right,
becomes a
you gain as
part
many points
of
as you wager.
Intergeekdom,
If you get the question wrong,
do you
you
think
lose
that Mike
many
Kalinowski can
points.
lose?
So when
Nope.
Korupption is
No.
ready,
No.
I may elect a representative to have one more
Like,
spin.
I
at the
already
wheel.
barely
Time
Smets
to
could
win
beat
this
him.
match. All right,
Smets probably would beat him. But with James Bond, it's fucking over.
That's right.
You think he just knows it really well.
And that
Yeah.
is the last spin of the wheel here ever. And the last time we ever see a Shirewolves match, that's the last spin of the wheel.
Fuck you,
Last
Harloff.
spin of the
Stop
wheel.
reminding us,
James
Harloff.
Bond,
Bond,
studio
Bond,
will burn
Bond,
down.
Bond, 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 Bond.
Here
Look like a
it
fucking
comes,
child
round
doing
and
this.
round.
Bond, 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 Bond.
Mike and Clark put some
Come on,
good
no.
spins on.
Pixar,
Oh.
Pixar, Pixar, Pixar,
Looks like
Pixar.
it's drama again.
Hey, we're happy to. We got
So
more of those in
close.
stock.
All right, so drama here, and so the
Come on,
teams
Nat,
are going
get it
to
right.
write their category, drama. Excuse me, their points down, and here we go.
What would you wager in drama? 0 to 3?
2.
It
Back in the
depends on
day?
what- yeah, it depends on
0.
what it was.
I'd go 3 points. What the hell?
All right.
I
I'd
lived a
do
good
1.
life.
That's fine.
You can do 0 if you
Okay, we
want.
have the Shirewolves. The pick is in, and the pick is in for Korupption as well. So the wagers have been placed. Christian, when you are ready, read your best dramatic question in your best dramatic voice.
All right, here we go. All right, so in the category of drama, in the film Drumline, who plays Dr. Lee, who is head of the band?
Some of those in the crowd for Drumline. Yeah. Favorite drummer of all time?
What's that?
Would it be
Densmore.
John Densmore?
Yeah,
From the door.
5,
I just
4,
lost 2 points, people.
3,
Nick Cannon.
I lost 1.
1. All right, we start with the
I lost 0.
Shirewolves. How many
I had
points?
Forrest Whitaker.
You bet 2, and you said.
Orlando Jones.
And how many points for Korupption?
2.
And you said.
Orlando Jones.
Also correct. So Shirewolves actually gained there.
But they didn't.
So it is now 25-28.
This is incredible. I mean, this is, you show up to a match and you think it's going to be a good, well-contested match, and it's going to come down to the wire. I mean,
How do you normally do in
25.
speed round?
This is why you
Pretty
and I
good.
got excited to call
Okay.
this.
Oh, yeah.
I have no
We're
speed
working
whatsoever,
hard
so
today.
no.
The question's right there.
I
feel like we haven't-
It's not right there, so you're
For
good.
this thing tonight, you hope it's going to be a good match. You can never
God,
bet
no
on what
repeats yet.
exactly it's going to
Fucking
turn out, but so far, as well played as we possibly could
Okay,
hope for.
I had a weird
And
question.
Now we go on to
Do you
round
think in
number
the
4, but before we
Schmodown,
get to that, we want to remind everybody
if
out
no one
there
knew
of
the
some
answer,
upcoming live
answer on
events,
a speed round, they
including
can ask for a
next weekend,
repeat?
We are going to be in the Big Apple, New York City, August 31st. The movie Trivia Schmodown is back live.
I
We
wouldn't
got
see why
New York,
not.
Then we
I
got
think they
Arizona,
can, but I
and then
don't
we
know
got
why they
Orlando,
would.
where I will be
Mm.
naked at a water park.
Well, that's not true, but we do have also
I get you,
votes here,
what,
don't we?
3 more
We do.
seconds?
To tell them.
We do.
Yeah.
Why don't you buy me some time? And
Oh,
I'll look
buy
up
us
what
some
that
time.
code
All right,
is.
we'll come
Yeah.
back over after the fourth round. So the
The
fourth round
promo
here.
code is Shirewolves. You can get tickets for any live event right now, Orlando or New York. Enter the promo code Shirewolves in the next 24 hours, and you get a sweet discount. The code
Shit.
is Shirewolves.
Yeah, Kelsey, a little early there.
Here we go.
Is it really?
I think so.
Bought my ticket like
Go
2
ahead
days
and
ago.
read the rules here for the speed round.
Well,
This is the
if
buzzer
y'all want to
round.
buy
This is
my
the lightning
ticket,
round. As Christian
please
said,
use
it is
code
the speed
Shirewolves and
round.
also
It's a
use
test
that
of
for the
which
plane ticket
style
because I
and
need to
then
fucking
movie
get to LA.
trivia know-how. Once Christian Harlow
It doesn't say no
asks a
repeats, you
question
can do
at
it.
the desk, that
Yep.
question is going to
Yeah.
be worth 1 point. The question is asked to the field. However,
There are no
because
repeats
you
in
have
this one.
buzzers in front of
Challenge.
you,
Check your
whoever
fucking
buzzes
rules.
in first and the buzzer lights up green, I will say your first name. Once I complete saying your first name, you have exactly 2 seconds. We go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
So
if you
the
get
advantage
question
in the
correctly
speed round
in
is to have a
that
long
time frame,
name.
your team gets a point. If you get the question
The world
before you're
fucked.
not able
That's a
to
good
complete
technique.
your answer by the time the 2 seconds is up, your team loses a point. Keep in mind, if you buzz in, it is you and only you. You may not rely on the knowledge of your teammate once you buzz in. Now, because this is the buzzers and this is electronic, we like to do a little test run. So everybody out there watching right now, this is how
Who
we
is the
test
greatest
up
Interkickton
around
player of
the
all
Movie Trivia
time?
Schmodown. We just say F it and we do it live. So
Robert
Clark,
Meyer
I'm going to
Burnett.
ask you a question first. It's going to be a pretty easy
The
one to
captain.
answer. And I want you to buzz in and then say your answer. So Clark, where is the Movie Trivia Schmodown going live next week?
What?
I don't care. Right in the fucking league.
Name a city on the East Coast. Clark.
New York.
There we go. Looks like we've been practicing this all day. All right, Rachel, name the football team that has as its quarterback Tom Brady.
The mother effing Patriots.
That is correct. Just got it in under the gun there.
Don't
Fun
do it.
fact, I didn't know that.
Don't do it.
Mike
Make me
Kalinowski.
say it.
I didn't either,
What's one of
actually.
your favorite Indiana Jones movie after you buzz in?
With a bunch of nerds.
All right.
Ooh. Ooh.
And
take away
Hot
point.
take.
in under 2 seconds, once you buzz in, it is nighttime. Why are you wearing sunglasses, young man?
Because I can.
Okay. All right. So, okay, we're ready to go.
And we are ready
He
to
said
go.
it,
Let everybody
said
know,
it so
just
nice, he
you
needed to
put
say it
that code
twice.
of-
Yeah.
$7 off any ticket. And that's
Trying to give him away 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Look at Bob Cratchit over here.
$7.
You could have used that for one more meal
$7
while you're sleeping on
Okay.
the street, Kelsey.
All right, so we asked the champions first. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Challengers, you ready?
All right, we do ask the crowd to try to
Okay, so
hold
this has
your
to have- this has to
applause
drop before
until
New
the
York,
end
then.
of the speed round. 5 questions.
Yeah, I would
Christian will be
have
reading
to.
all 5
So
questions.
it'll
I
drop
will be
next
saying
week.
the name
Boom.
for all 5 questions at your ready, sir.
Here we go.
Unless they're just
Okay.
going to screw everybody else out of a discount.
96 comedy Kingpin revolves around
Bowling.
Rachel,
correct.
there we go.
Which sport?
There we
I
go.
don't-
Yeah.
Good guess.
All right. Which film stars the following actors? Val Kilmer, Michael Rappaport, Dennis Hopper, Brad Pitt, Gary Oldman, Sam Jackson.
True
Rachel,
Romance.
Yes.
Fuck, give me that one.
Third question. Name the movie from this quote. Oh, this is going to be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning,
chance.
Shrek.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he had said it while I said his name.
Okay, good.
Remember
Morning.
to Mark says your name before you
I'm
answer.
making waffles.
Question 4. Who plays linguist Louise Banks in
Amy Adams.
Arrival?
Chance.
Amy Adams.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Beat
Corruption
you.
back to
Fuck
a
your
3-point
question.
lead. One more question.
Final question. Who directed 1991's Point Break?
Chance.
Captain Bigelow.
Yes. Chance came on.
Boom.
Rachel started strong. Chance
right.
finished it up.
Beat him
there,
on 2.
Hitting the
Yeet.
last 3. So now Corruption sees himself with a 4-point lead.
That's the biggest lead they've had going into any round here tonight, Christian, as they go into round number 5. Chance really,
Yes.
I don't want to say it was a proverbial passing of the torch, but Rachel coming on early. No competitor missed a question in the speed round. That's impressive in its own right.
Well, now because of that, we get to the
Wait.
fifth and final round.
Has
of
Chance pitched a perfect
championship
game?
round. Mark, here it
Uh,
is, the final 5th round for the Shirewolves. Go ahead.
Holy
How does it go?
shit.
Hope I can keep myself together for 6 more questions
wait,
in
wait.
round number
So it's impossible to go to
5.
sudden
This
death.
is how it
They
works. This
didn't
is
get
how
anything wrong, but they went to
winner
multiple choice
and who
ones.
will
They
be
didn't
holding the
get all of
belt
them.
Still
at
perfect
the end.
rounds.
Post-match
Oh, perfect.
interview.
Come on.
Each team is going to hear 3
And you won't hear the
questions. We get
fucking
these
end of it if he
questions from
keeps
you.
going
You give us
perfect
a
the rest of the
series
game.
numbers that can range from 0
yeah.
to 20. Each
Like,
number you give us corresponds
actually, wait,
to a
no.
different corner
You want to
of
give movie
Mike
Mike the 2-point question.
know-how. Your first question is going to be worth 2
Mhm.
points. Next one, 3 points. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points because this is the team match.
And
Once
it's
we tell you
12:30
the category
a.m.
for this
and I am on
question, the
fucking
team will
fumes.
decide which member is going to answer
1:30 here.
not relying on
And
your
I still
teammate
gotta
for the
watch the
2-point
Purple
question.
Rose
When gives a
Fucking
3-point
Cairo.
question. The opposite team member will have to answer that question individually.
I don't know
And then
why
if
that
the
movie, but I
5-pointers
have to
teams may
fucking see it.
collaborate only on that question. There is no penalty for missing a question in round number 5.
All right, so we asked the challengers here who have a 4-point lead for their 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
If it wasn't 12:30, I would be running around my room screaming right now. Like, y'all haven't seen me at Houston. I was like legitimately pacing and running and punching things. I was so fucking excited.
Go first.
This rivals
All right,
Houston.
so the Shirewolves will start with category number 4. Category number 4 for the Shirewolves. All right, Shirewolves, the category, the 80s.
The 1980s.
1980s, not the 1880s. Yes.
Movies came out in the 1880s. Challenge.
I will take it.
You're going to take it. All right. Who stars as radio funny man Adrian Cronair in Good Morning Vietnam?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Yeah.
I love when they say
Yeah.
funny man for describing.
So now Rachel will try to tie up the game here.
Oh,
with
fuck. Then if they're
category number
5-pointer,
8.
it's over.
Actually take the lead here by 1.
That
She
is
gets all
correct.
3
You're right.
points. If we give her all 3 points.
That's right. Sorry. Like I said, 2%. All right. Rachel, this is number category 8, the 2010s.
Okay.
2010s. Okay, here we go. Who played Casey Affleck's nephew, Patrick, in Manchester by the Sea?
Lucas Hatches.
Yes. Okay. So the Shirewolves have gotten themselves out of TKO territory. Now bounces.
I'd like the
Korupption.
Shirewolves to be TKO'd.
That's a 2-pointer to force the Shirewolves to hit their 5-pointer, and they chose category number 2, Mark.
That's right. Now Korupption finds himself in an unusual position in this match and in general in their time competing in the
30
league. They are losing by 1. For their 2-point question, they have selected the category of classics.
If the Shirewolves hit this question, they will set the new points record.
Whoever selects this category will have to answer individually.
I'll take it.
Chance is going to take classics. All right, for 2 points, Chance, your question. Name the actor who co-directed as well as starred in Singin' in the Rain.
Gene Kelly.
Yep.
This is for 2 points in the lead.
Stanley Donen.
Incorrect.
Wait,
Looking
then that's challenge because Singing in the Rain was not written and directed, not starred and directed by the same person.
Co-directed. He said co-directed.
So are you challenging it?
Yeah.
Is that a
Would
challenge?
you like to use your challenge?
I didn't hear co-directed.
Okay, that's fine.
Chance just lost the perfect game.
Penalized
Yeah.
You missed.
been withdrawn.
Gosh,
Okay, we're looking for
dang.
Gene Kelly.
There's the miss.
And
on
I
that
knew it. I
one. All
fucking
right,
knew
so
it.
Now we go to Mike, who's got to hit his 3.
You should be Mike's partner.
Hit 3.
I
Yeah.
should. He would love me.
12.
Although I am younger than Chance.
12. Okay.
Somehow.
So number 12. Yep. Mike, you're going to be answering a question about Pixar movies.
Oh no!
No.
You kidding me?
They're sitting there like,
All right.
shit.
What is the name of the grumpy keymaster and administrator to Scarefloor F in Monsters, Inc.?
Dean Hardscrabble. Wait, no. No. Monsters, Inc. Fuck.
I've seen that movie in years.
I can't remember her
5.
name.
4.
Where's it?
Louis.
Roz?
Wow. Looking
for
Roz.
Yep.
So
Fuck
now
my
we're in a
life.
position here- We're in a position here that they need to hit
I
their
swear to fuck if they miss this 5-pointer.
Shirewolves will retain the titles.
Well, they
we
won't
go.
retain. They'll retire them.
Category-
A little tense in here now, huh?
So we
category
can then retire.
14 for
Come
corruption,
on.
correct?
Come on.
14
Bind.
for Korupption.
Bind.
They trail
Bind.
by 1. However, if they get this question right, then they're going to be back in the lead by 4 and force the hand of the Shirewolves to answer their 5-point question. Just another day in the neighborhood known as the Movie Trivia Schmodown. Korupption, number 14, corresponds to the category of romantic comedies.
Fuck.
Just like I call them rom-com. Right. And for 5 points,
No.
your question, which you may confer with your teammate on.
Don't like it in your head.
How does Mel Gibson get the power to hear women's thoughts in What Women Want?
Was a
Wasn't it
Voodoo.
like lightning?
person.
He gets electrocuted in the bathtub.
Electrocute.
Ladies and gentlemen, Korupption is back on top.
All right.
I knew it was like
I'm
Christine.
glad I missed that one. I know in the remake it's voodoo.
A disaster of a collapse.
Yep.
Now the Shirewolves have a chance to still win the
Okay.
game now. They can win the game because of the
Corruption
two
is
misses.
currently
How do we
tied
do
the
that?
All
all-time
they have to do is hit
teams
the
points
five-pointer.
record.
If they hit the 5-pointer, they walk off into the sunset with the belts. However, if they miss, Korupption are the new
The
Movie
Shirewolves have
Trivia
never missed a
Showdown
5-pointer.
champions of the world.
And for us at
Come
the
on.
announcer desk, it's Miller time either way because there is no chance of overtime.
I love you girls,
All
but
right.
please don't hit this.
Here we go. Your category, sorry, was number 19, 5-pointer. Here it is. In the film 12 Monkeys.
what's our
You
category?
need your
I didn't say it.
category,
Sorry.
yeah.
Probably should have said that.
yeah, it's one of the guys in
Come on,
there.
Harloff.
Let me go. Brad Pitt.
Oh, is it 2%?
Yep. Okay. In 12 Monkeys, who plays Dr. Peters, who is actually behind the viral outbreak?
Oh my god. I think I know this.
15 seconds, but keep in mind
They have all three.
all of their
They haven't used the repeats, motherfucker.
Is it go on a while?
I think it's John Hurt again.
4.
Repeat
Three.
the question.
Here's the first one.
This is
In
John
12
Hurt.
Monkeys, who
so.
plays Dr. Peters? who
If
is
only they
actually
had one less
behind the
point,
viral
and we could have
outbreak?
had a sudden death match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Fuck.
5, 4,
Where's John Hurt in Brazil?
2.
Repeat the question.
Okay, second one.
I don't think they have it.
In 12 Monkeys, who plays Dr. Peters, who is actually
stand up for
behind the
this.
viral outbreak? One, JT.
They're using all their
I
data.
gotta move this out that way I can capture my reaction.
Use everything.
What's going to happen?
Come on.
5,
Come on.
4, 3,
They have one more.
2.
Repeat the question.
Last one, and here it is. In 12
So
Monkeys,
last repeat.
who
Clenched
plays
right now.
Dr. Peters,
Oh my
who
god.
is actually behind
on,
the
John
viral
Hurt.
outbreak? 15 seconds
All
to the end
corruption
of the
can do
match.
is wait.
We're going to find out. New champions or do
And
the
your winner.
walk off?
And your winner. I just
And we
my
find
mic-
out in
my
5,
fucking
Shirewolves will ever
pop
4,
filter.
3, 2, 1.
James Cromwell.
And your winners and new
Yes.
Mikey, 2 belts.
One.
Fucking fucking two belts.
The answer was David Moore.
Damn it.
David Moore.
Shit.
A great
It's okay because they got it.
I think we just died right there.
passing of the torch from Rachel Cushing to Mike Kalinowski, from Clark and Rachel to Mike.
Holy
and Chance.
shit.
The belts have been
Holy
passed. The torch
shit.
has been passed.
Holy
Never
shit.
be extinguished is the light
Onions on
that
me.
we have left on this league.
Well, of course, I mean, what a fight. They were out fighting,
yes.
they were out kicking, they were out. I mean, they were scrapping up to the very end. 5
Oh my
points.
God.
Corruption
Champ, champ.
had one of the most historical collapse of all
I'm
time.
glad I
in
was
that
wrong.
fifth
I'm
round.
so
That's
glad
right.
I was
I
wrong.
love watching the Shirewolves play because you knew that like, they were not going to leave anything, no stone unturned. They were not going to leave JTE rules
For
on
reference.
the table. They did everything they could. That's how you play the game.
I
You
played
give
a
your way
pretty
around, you
good
save your
game.
JT rules
You've
for the
done
end.
well.
Big five
I don't
point
want to say
questions.
how
They
I've
couldn't
done.
quite
I'd
come up
rather
with the
just
correct
like
answers
Yeah.
let's
this
not
time,
mention
but again,
it.
that should
I did
have
more
been
in
all the
person,
correct answers they've had over so many matches, over so many years in the movie Trivia Schmodown. Worthy champions having the torch passed to them now with Corruption.
No, and they fought their hearts out, and what a match it was. They scrapped, and there was, like I said, you look at, they did everything. Chance Ellison came to play today.
Boy, was he ready.
Chance Ellison came to play the perfect round.
He was on
in
one
round
today.
number
It was
one.
great.
Rachel Cushing was taking over that speed round, and then Chance took over the remainder of it. Chance Ellison, Mike Kalinowski was the MVP of that Founding Fathers.
I think that
match.
might be match of the
Chance
year
Ellison
for
was
me.
the MVP of this match
That's
for-
right.
for
Chance
Fathers.
even pitching in with some of the James
I'm
Bond
still
category
partial
questions. Chance throwing a perfect
to
round
Mike
number
v.
one.
Rachel
the kid
at
drove
San
from
Diego.
Arizona today. When I drive to Arizona, that's 6 hours. I immediately
But I
get
think
to
it's because
hotel
the
room, I
power
sit
was in
the
Mike's
bathroom for
hands when
20
he knew
minutes,
he
and I take a
won.
nap. This kid got out of the car.
Plus
and answered
him
a whole
kissing
bunch of movie
Shannon
trivia Schmodown
and the
questions
fact that I got to
correctly
hold
and
the
earned a
belt.
big belt because of it.
He's so
Look,
great.
historically,
This is
historically,
really
I'm sure
good.
Emma's going to be talking to them in just a moment, but historically, Chance Ellison is now the youngest champion we've ever had.
What is he?
Yeah, fuck you, Oyama.
And Mike Kalinowski is now the third double belted champion, and he's got himself a match with Ben Bateman tomorrow to try to get himself to that Mikey 3 belts. But we are going to throw to
Hashtag
Emma, who is
Mikey
with the new
fucking 3
Movie
belts.
Trivia Schmodown
Mikey
Mikey 3
Kalinowski
belts.
on the
Thanks,
run
Christian.
of a
For a second there, I
lifetime.
thought you were going to say
Oh,
Mike
that looks so good
Kalinowski
on
is
him.
now the oldest double belted champion we've ever had.
And he doesn't look like it.
Oh, that's okay.
Will Mike hold the third belt?
We all know Roka's the oldest champion we've ever had here in the movie trivia
That's right.
showdown. We are here with
Did Roka just say some
Korupption,
shit about
the
Trump?
new movie trivia showdown tag team champions. Not really tag team. There's not a lot of tagging unless, Chance though was doing a good job with, tagging in on those buzzers there. I mean, Chance, very impressive job considering it was your first time ever playing in a speed round.
Thank you very much. I practiced this a lot for like several hours.
They're a little finicky, those buzzers. And Mike, you must be feeling pretty good there with that double weight on your shoulder, kind of evening things out.
It feels very good.
My right arm was getting very tired.
In the manner that I did. I've said everything I've said about Rachel. So
Also, side note,
it's a little bit of
still, Emma has the greatest fashion sense in all the Throwdown.
It feels
It is
appropriate that, both of Rachel's last matches were
And I
indeed
love
against
Heather's
you,
sunglasses,
and
or
both were
Grace's
really
sunglasses.
incredible. I mean,
Heather.
you guys
Who the fuck
have to
calls
be
her
feeling
Heather?
pretty
Her
proud
dad?
of your
What the
performance, considering like the Shirewolves. I mean, there's a reason that they were the team champions for so long.
We were going to lose there at the end. It was over. I mean, we both sat there and he goes, well, we got that many points where we did that well. And it's the way it goes. We usually I would have done the 2 point. You would have done the 3 point. I knew Gene Kelly and he would have gotten that Pixar question easily. It's the way it goes.
Fuck.
But people were talking last game how I had that perfect game, and they were cutting on this guy, and this guy he took this match. It was his
Chance
match.
almost had a
One of
perfect
the-
game.
these belts
So
I
on
just
this
tore
guy.
this couch.
Could be proud of my
Fuck.
teammates. I
Couch.
set out this. I said this is the beginning. I want these
Oops.
belts. I want him to have his first
It's all
belt.
right. No
We
one's
got
gonna
that.
see this.
I'm going for that.
It's not like we're recording this or
It's
anything.
not like it's on. Yeah, it's not like
We
it's
will have to
recorded or
see how
anything.
that goes for you. And yes, Chance, aside from round 3, you pitched a
zipper.
perfect game. So
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. It feels really good. What else do you want from me?
I would like you to take your glasses off, please, because I'm not
It is now
entirely sure you
proof
have eyeballs
that Korupption
behind
is the
there.
greatest
So
team of all
however,
time.
I don't think you have the authority to make that
Can I
call.
wear my
don't think
corruption
you
shirt
do.
that people
I
giving
think
me
I will
crap
have it
now?
again very,
Probably
very
not, but
soon,
I'll still
though.
wear it.
They'll just be more mad because
And
they
I
know
think
they're
my
wrong.
first degree
Yeah, they
as
know they're wrong.
commissioner when I am back in business is no more sunglasses.
I gotta get
Boo. Boo.
Thank you, Ken, for showing some
Where's
class
the
and
ice
really
cream
inviting
or the
in. So
lactate ice cream?
this is
Come on.
another
The
big
fuck?
step for you guys towards total corruption domination.
Well, yes, it is. We are very excited about this, but the celebration here is muted. We'll be partying later in a downtown Burbank Hilton. But I'll tell you what, this is what
I
this
think
league is about
Grace
and what
and
it has
Ken will.
grown to. It
Hopefully
is
not Mike and
about
Chance. I don't
destroying
think
the
their
past. This is about the past
spouse
building
slash
where we
girlfriend
are
will be happy
now.
about that.
When this started, when Clark and Rachel were breaking barriers and coming in and becoming the league, young fans all around, like Chance, were sitting there dreaming, looking out their bus windows, thinking about the glory they one day reach.
Is that true, James?
And look where we are now. It is the
I'm not
passing of the
young, shut
guard.
up.
I'm from the old pro wrestling world. This is what you do. Andre the Hulk.
I
Ultimate
am a
Warrior.
man.
See that this is what you do. You pass
And I
it
hopefully
on.
won't cry
Happy
in
to
5
take it.
minutes.
Corruption is about truth and destiny, but right now it is about respect for the legends that have come before us. Rachel, Clark, we're going to miss you. Come around to our party, though. We throw a good one.
I have a feeling that invitation is up for debate. And I have to say that, Grace Hancock, you are definitely a common denominator.
The youngest
when it comes
manager
to
to manage a
factions
champion.
having a lot of success in this league
Mhm.
here. So
Well, Emma, thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that. As I've said many times, everything that I touch is gold. And you know what? Look, no hate on two ladies doing a great job. You know what I mean? I love seeing
All that
that.
glitters is
but-
gold. Shrek does one.
Sure. But there's also a time and a place, and out with the old and in with the new.
I mean, that's definitely a,
Did she
new
single?
team in the league
Did
and a
she
new
signal to
era
Ken when
here
she said
on the
that?
Movie Trivia Showdown. Thank you again to all of you, Corruption. This is. I feel like there's usually more of you with this, but it's very tight squeeze.
Stacy
here.
and Tim. Why didn't Tim make
the
it?
hotel warming the champagne.
Got it.
Like,
Warming the
champ-
champagne. don't think I want to go to this party anymore.
We drink everything.
I suddenly don't believe Ken in anything
Well,
he's ever said. He's warming fucking
Korupption.
champagne.
We will be back in just a
It's
moment.
champagne.
With
It's
Clark
real
and
champagne.
Rachel, the
It's
Shirewolves.
from Napa
All
Valley.
right, Mark. So look, you got the new team champions, and they had to earn it against the Shirewolves. They really had to earn it.
I'm exhausted.
Chance Ellison, the youngest.
I know,
champ, Mike
right?
is a double
I feel like I ran a
belted
marathon.
champion. She'll do triple belted
I'm a
champion.
little lightheaded.
So they're having
Gonna pass out, James? Gonna faint?
I got a bit
They
right
are
here. Just
now
gonna leave
champions, but they really had to fight for it, and we are gonna be able to hear from and talk. I want to know what's going on with the former champs. You know, just to say thank you.
Just to hear their thoughts.
No
as
rolls.
they
These are
say
abs. People
goodbye
don't listen to the camera.
League as they reflect
don't
on
look
this
to the
match,
camera.
they reflect on all the
Camera's
matches.
wrong.
I think, dare I say, they're going to have better parting words than we're about to go drink warm champagne.
That's right. All right, so let's
Ugh.
get to by the former manager of the Shirewolves, who's with the former Movie Trivia Schmodown team champions, the Shirewolves.
That's right, Mark. Not a tall order to top hot champagne. Can't say that. Not a lot of skills with it, but some people
Who runs the
always
world?
have
Ken
appeal
Knapsack and his
and
shitty
legacy
taste in
here in the
alcohol.
Movie Trivia Schmodown are Shirewolves, the former team champions.
Former greatest. They are the greatest team of all time. Respect.
Yep.
Clark Wolf, Rachel Cushing.
I can feel the standing ovation from off camera.
I can too. Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
Please don't cry.
you're gonna make us cry.
what is there to be said other than going into this match? It was truly win or lose, nothing but a victory lap.
I totally agree. I mean, honestly, we came, we played, we had a good
We came,
time,
we saw, we kicked
and
ass.
took it down to the wire. And I
Yeah.
feel really good about that. I think we made up.
Is
we
this
made
the
up
first
ground that
5
we
point
had
of the Shirewolves have
earlier in the
lost
game.
or
We
missed?
communicated, we worked hard.
Frank Janish, if you're
Met some
watching this, please
goals.
answer the
My
question.
buddy
You
Orlando
would like
So
to
that's
know?
fucking crazy. That's just crazy.
And yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Like it really does. It feels like a victory lap, honestly. They played so
They played
well,
lights out.
so well. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, this is the kind of we want every championship match, whether we play in them or not, to
If-
be like this.
if
You
Mike
want
hit
them
a-
to
if
be
Mike had a
fun. You want
perfect
people to
first
have the
round,
drive and the
Mhm.
heart
it would have been a
and the confidence
TKO.
that they can play. And what are
Yeah.
you supposed to do?
You would
when
have
he gets Bond? What are you supposed to do when Chance steps out and has a perfect first round? Like these
And
guys
perfect
came
second
to play
round.
and they're legit competitors and they are the future of the league. And we're really proud of how we played today. You know, it sucks to lose. It does. And we came to fight and we fought as hard as we could given what we had. And we're both really proud of that fight and just proud of everything that we've done so far.
Yeah, I mean, when a match comes down to a final question, especially when you had a couple times in there where you were coming in from behind, it really was. I mean, this is the stuff the championship matches are made of for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, we didn't make it easy for them, and they didn't make it easy for us too. So it was a great match.
Now, obviously, this is your final match ever here in the Schmodown as you are both headed towards retirement. But I just want to say, as somebody who formerly was
Now they're gonna cry.
your manager,
Yep.
just what a huge.
Oh no!
huge
Don't do that.
We all knew it was
impact
coming.
you guys had on this league and how
Don't
special
do
it
that.
was to
When
be
you
there
cry, I
the first
cry.
time that you guys won those team belts.
Oh.
and the
No,
first
no,
time
Draco too. No.
women held belts in sort of the regular league outside of Intergeekdom. Much props to Mara for getting that belt, but and the effect that I have seen you guys have on just the Schmodown community as a whole, particularly like the young women, some of them very young, and I'm talking like 7 years old, who watch the
Chilly.
Schmodown and who see you guys play and think, wow, I want to do that someday. Like I could be Clark and Rachel and I could, have a belt in this weird thing that we do that's somewhere between wrestling and like bar trivia.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that I am so proud of everything that you guys have accomplished. And, even though you didn't actually win this match, you are still the team champions in my book.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Emma, honestly, the truth is we could not have done what we did without you as our manager. Like, end of story. Absolutely. We would not be here without you. You pulled everything together. Mark, you completed this quadrant. and truly, you know, at the end of the day, for me, I am so happy that we have that maybe we have impacted and inspired young women of all ages. However, I'm also proud that the young men who are watching this game are seeing women win, and and they're seeing us just as scrappy, just as passionate, just as fierce, and that's great because that means we can all play. And so thank you.
I don't really know if I can follow that. Always drops the mic in and always in a spectacular way. And yeah, we're very proud to be the league for as long as we were, and very excited to pass the torch. But thank you to everybody. And you know, 2.5 years ago, I never in a million years would have guessed this is where I'd be standing, or that anybody would look up to me for any reason. So that's been a huge thing. And I love all 4 of you. I love everybody in this room. Thank you for being here for our last go.
Thank you, Ghosts. Now, don't go away because we are going to be having a
Side note, while I check
tribute
my phone,
to the Shirewolves.
Thrawn and
We're gonna
David
make our
B
way
had
back
this
over to the main
massive
desk
interaction
in
on the
just
movie
a
trivia
moment here
face-off.
and say
Like, out of
some more
nowhere, they're just
goodbyes and
talking
sing Clark and Rachel's praises. I know
consistently.
there are a few other people that want to chime in here, so
Like,
while we get set up for that,
just want to
back
point
to you,
this
Mark
out.
Christian.
I'll take my phone. Like,
right, so
this is
Mark
all
Wolf,
Thrawn and
question
David B right here. Like,
exactly the type of
wait,
powerful words that
wait,
they've been known
shit,
to do
no.
in the past, and
Literally all Thrawn and
what a
David B
goodbye
right
it
here.
was,
Just all
and
of
they did
this.
exactly what we thought.
Slow down and
They
check. This is
went
all
out,
of
they
them.
went out fighting, Mark, right to the wire.
They went out fighting, and while Korupption's after party may be at the Burbank Hilton, the Shirewolves party is going to be happening on the airwaves, on modems, on the interwebs, heretofore, because their legacy, their ability, their greatness will never be forgotten. And I echo Emma's sentiment where I said there's so many young people out there watching thinking that they could be the
All right,
next
guys,
Rachel
prepare
or
the
Clark. Well, there's a
tissues.
lot of people that are going to come into this league that may be
Already
great.
need the
There will
freaking
never be
tissues.
another Clark Wolf. There will never be another.
It is
Rachel
over
Cushing.
50%
There's never gonna
apparently.
be another Shire.
Well said, Mark. And look, one of the things that we want to do, and I don't even think the Shirewolves knew that we were going to do this. I'd like to address everybody's attention to the video monitor over there. Once again, our amazing
Oh,
editor,
fuck, did we
Eric,
spoil the
put
surprise?
together this piece. This is
And then we
a
tagged
piece
him.
for you guys to see, for the Shirewolves to see. This is a tribute to one of the greatest teams that we've ever seen here, the Shirewolves, Clark and Rachel. Here we go.
And what would be your parting words once they have hung it up?
Growl, growl.
Hadn't even thought about that.
Fuck. No. I'm already getting emotional.
Clark Wolf and Rachel Cushing aren't just Schmodown players, they are trailblazers.
I mean, legends. And, you know, sometimes I think that word gets thrown out very easily sometimes, but not in the case with both Rachel and Clark.
Clark and Rachel, both in their own right, have exemplified the best parts of this game.
I think as individuals, they're pretty similar in that they're very intelligent women.
They're two of my dearest friends that I've made since I've come to Schmodown. Two very fiery competitors.
Clark Wolf is somebody who emerged as a Schmodown competitor who, you know, proved that like she was just as good at this as, say, like a Mark Riley or even a Dan Murrell. I mean, you know, she went toe to toe with him a number of times.
I love that she was just always truly, purely herself. When you're watching a Clark Wolf match, you know for a fact you're about to watch a really fun match.
She's been one of those competitors that I've watched grow, not only as a competitor, but as a person. And I think that change is just so abundantly clear, even in her interviews and the way that she carries herself now.
Whereas Clark Wolf has always
I
been
thought we
very
should be
natural
talking or something. We're just watching this amazing
comfortable
I know.
clip.
in front of the camera.
I don't think it's right to talk over this, honestly.
Yeah, we're gonna get a massive fucking copyright strike.
Great at movie trivia, but who was great at putting on a show and who was great at inspiring people.
My first fighting match that I watched was a match with Rachel in it, and as soon as I saw that, I thought to myself, that is where I belong.
I look up to Rachel so incredibly much. I'm very similar to her in the aspect that we both used to work behind the scenes a lot.
Both named
So
Rachel.
being in front of the camera is very
That's a fact.
off-putting. Rachel has been a huge inspiration for me as someone who didn't really come from an acting or performance background.
Seeing Rachel become one of the great superstars of the league, has been a source of great inspiration to me, personally.
There's a strong argument to be made that Rachel is the most knowledgeable
Traitor.
player that's ever played.
Shut up, Kelsey.
Roxy!
Yeah.
I've said this before. I'll say
Yeah.
it until the day I die. Rachel is the greatest player of all time. Not
Thank
just
you.
Geek.
See, Mike agrees with me. Greatest player of all time. The GOAT.
If you told me that Rachel was like the number 3, number 4 person on Mount Rushmore, I wouldn't argue.
But it
She
was
number
Clark
one.
Wolf who saw her answering questions on the side and said, "You got to get her a match."
It's Rachel Cushing. Teaming up with another powerhouse woman was absolutely a goal of mine.
Clark, she was a top tier player forever. She was playing in big match after big match, and she never quite got there. And it took finally to be on the Shirewolves for her to break through and get that gold.
When she came out with Rachel as the Shirewolves, it was just one of the most amazing moments of seeing these two titans come together to form this massive juggernaut of a team.
Knowing that they were individually so strong when they became a team,
Kevin!
I was thinking, like, there's no one going to beat them.
Each of them have different strengths, and they both kind of perfectly fit, like two puzzle pieces.
I think that's kind of what you need for a team to really succeed. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you complement each other, your strengths and weaknesses.
Rachel is more afraid of the game, but she has that knowledge, and Clark has that theater background, so she's an absolute performer, and she, of course, has a ton of knowledge as well.
Clark's fierceness and her showmanship and her experience in the game, coupled with Rachel's incredibly broad base knowledge, I think that's where you really find
It's
this
a perfect game, that game.
They're not like, hey, we're not really friends. We show up for these matches and we play well together. They formed this friendship.
They're people you want to surround yourself with. They're the kind of friends you want to have. They're the kind of teammate you want to have.
You see it on the fan leagues, and you see these little girls. The one guy posted a picture. Was he in Japan or China? There was this kid. He's like, he learned English through the Schmodown, and Rachel's his favorite. It's like, she's touching people all over the world.
I had the privilege of calling a match in one of the fan leagues.
I want a camera in the
the Movie Trivia Schmodown Patreon on Discord for
children.
girls aged
Children.
like
I know these
7
people.
to
I know the little
13.
ones.
One of the little Mariana girls always said, "Can I ask you something, Emma?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And she's like, "Can you tell Clark and Rachel that I say hi?" And then it was all just like this chorus of these kids going, "Oh, tell them we say hi too." They represent the fact that women have a place in this league, and that really
Okay.
the people who
I just want a camera on Clark and Rachel watching this.
as the
I know, right?
Like, it would literally be puddles.
can really be, where you have, you know, these people that you can root for, these women who are such great role models to young girls, to the point that they're, you know, the first child match ever, as far as I know, in anything Schmodown adjacent, was between 4 little girls, and that's because of Clark and Rachel.
Rachel, Clark, the Shirewolves,
damn it.
you are truly legends. Thank you for everything you've done for everyone.
Wait, it's our time.
We're bringing you a special message specifically to Clark Wolf and Rachel Cushing.
That would be thank you.
I don't tend to get many things right. However, one thing I've been very proud to have been right about over the years is that when the two of you formed this team known as the Shirewolves, I knew from the very beginning we were in for something very, very special.
I will say it's been my complete honor and privilege to watch the both of you compete due to your hard work, determination, competitive spirit.
They are equal to any
Melissa.
any other team in the league, male, female, alien, or otherwise.
Who's the alien in that equation? Jeff Snyder? Video
Best team in the Schmodown.
Oh, Doug.
The Shirewolves.
The Shirewolves. Rachel Cushing.
I know those two.
I know that person. I know that person too.
The Shirewolves are. They are heroes.
I, from Indonesia, know the Schmodown and are impacted by them.
And I know how hard it is to be in the league and to put yourself out there. You guys did that, and I am so happy for it.
It taught me how to be more self-reliant,
Kristen.
how to be more confident, and how to put myself out there and take chances.
There's something to be said
Abby.
about seeing yourself in any media that you consume. And for me, that was always Clark and Rachel.
I want to thank you for everything that you've done.
I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Danny the Manny.
Ugh.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you guys for everything for now.
I can't say it enough. Thank you both so very much.
from everybody here at Dedicated Art.
Shirewolves, we here at the Call to Action podcast, we salute you.
They proved they are the league. They
I'm
are
glad
the
Jake
league.
Akabeta
They
got
will
in too.
always be the league. And for that, I am forever grateful.
Let that sink in. I know you guys are leaving, you're retiring, but just let it sink in what your legacy has been.
But I will guarantee you this. There will be no one, no fan of the Women's Trivia Showdown, past, present, or future, who will ever forget the name, the Shirewolves.
Oh. Okay. I think I'm okay. I'm getting there though.
If I
I'm
were
getting through it.
younger and could watch something like this and could see people who look like me have the same passions as me and be recognized for those passions and be welcomed for those passions, I think that is super, super important. And I think showing that we are on the level with anybody is really something to be proud of.
Representation matters, and they are legitimately good women, good people, and they should inspire people. They inspire me. Playing with them, being on the Fight Club with them was a huge privilege.
God, all those times with Rachel. The belt winning was great, but it was hugging her and giving her the belt that one time when she won it. I don't want to see them retire, because they're my friends and I have a blast with them and I love them.
I couldn't have asked to lose in those big moments to a greater team. It was an honor to play in the era of Clark and Rachel.
I'm glad to say that I know them. I'm proud to say that I know them.
I just want to say thank you to them for paving the way for me and other ladies who have come after them to feel like they can shine just as brightly.
You've been an inspiration for so many people, me included.
And it's more than just the Schmodown. It's more than just trivia. It really matters to people out there, and I think that I really want to say thank you to them.
They've earned every bit of respect they have, and I consider them the greatest.
Anybody that tries to say that Clark and Rachel didn't earn every bit of success that they've had in this league is wrong.
You absolutely earned everything you got, but you also deserved it from the start.
Don't come back. I want to win my belt back.
Of course, fucking Cider says that.
If you do come back, hopefully it says my manager or something like that, because I'm sure I can learn a lot from the two of you queens.
I hope that they'll still be around in some capacity around here because this league needs their voices.
You hear it all the time. I want to do what Clark did. I want to do what Rachel. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can be as good as Rachel was in that. I don't know if I can be as good as Clark was with that. And that's what the players are always going to try to be there. But I think that they'll also open up the door for many other women and many other competitors coming here for what their accomplishments have done.
For this moment in time and for this era of the Schmodown, they were the league.
There has never been a team like you before. There will never be a team like you again. All I can think to say is well done.
Okay.
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the movie Trivia Schmodown.
Please, just cut to Rachel and Clark just fucking sobbing.
Just once.
Rachel Cushing.
Or the entire studio is sobbing at this point. Jesus Christ.
This season.
Cut to Christian just
Well, there you
barely
have it,
coming,
Christian.
holding together.
Such a great piece put together by Eric Rodriguez of Nerd Chronic, the Shirewolves. Great vid by so many fans, so many fellow competitors, the chairman himself in that vid. I was not able to appear in that vid
So Mark Ellis hates women confirmed.
So what I would instead is just give my 2 cents right now, and that from the bottom of my
Never mind.
Rocky Mountain cold dead heart, I would just say that the Shirewolves have proven to me that this is a guy who thought once you turn 22, you're just done making new friends.
Yep.
And what this league and what these two ladies have proven in general is that you can be colleagues with somebody, you can start working with somebody can be in a competitor in a league, and you can actually forge a lifelong friendship with them. And that's what the Shirewolves mean to me. They represent the spirit of community that the Schmodown has brought to us, to fans, to people all over the world. And so I say thank you as well to the Shirewolves.
Absolutely. Well said. Yeah, I mean, I've known Rachel Cushing for a very long time now, and same with Clark Wolf, way before this thing was even, I think, and before it was
Conceived by
league,
two
right?
guys
I
in New
remember
York pizza
being on the
place.
movie talks with
Whatever.
Wolf and telling her, yeah, we did this trivia thing on Schmoes. It's really fun. She's like, well, I want to play. to like let me play right away. And I was like, all right, let's see how you are. And she's just crushing it on the table. I'm like, yes, you will play right away.
Didn't crush it.
But
She classes it.
So can you pull that off?
Oh, boy, did she
yeah.
ever. And like I said, it was Clark Wolf who really brought it. I knew Rachel Cushing, but it was Clark Wolf who grabbed me by the shoulder and said, you have to have Rachel play immediately. And thank God she did just that, because look what we got. Look at what they meant to so many people. And so we also have a lot of players in the studio here today that wanted to say some words to the Shirewolves. So once again, I wanted to bring the attention to the desk. There are the former champs, the Shirewolves. One more time, as they are here. Now, we are going to have you guys do is we're just going to basically have people come up and tell you just how great.
Oh my God. That's so mean.
And somebody behind somebody actually, I wanted to grab somebody real quick behind the curtain.
It's his daughter. It's his daughter. I fucking calling it.
That wants to say something.
His daughter.
That actually,
Vivian.
You guys have never had an opportunity to throw those jabs in the game, but he wants to say some words. Ladies and gentlemen, the outlaw, John Rocha.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Do not care.
The outlaw.
Oh my God.
Competing in a match.
Yeah. They asked me to come out here because I wasn't on that damn video.
Watch fucking Dan Merrill come in like title shot, boom, on the line.
What it's been like to watch, having been a champion, watching other champions, watch them form from the start to the finish has been incredible. Rachel, I'll say this. I remember on the Schmoes No Show when you were first announced, and I gave you all kinds of shit about it because I said, we'll see what you like once the lights turn on, right? And I was trying to toughen you up before you got out here on the set because I saw and I knew, like everyone else saw when they first saw you, the potential of what you could be. So it's incredible. And I know aside off the set, the stuff you encounter and go through so that you can do this. So the fans should definitely give an extra special thank you to Rachel for the stuff that she
So reviews are in for the Dark Crystal TV series. Apparently it's fucking great.
That's not easy.
Oh, that's good.
Are we all on our phones?
That's not easy. So
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm with the right people.
we cannot care less.
You belong on that Rushmore. You belong on that Rushmore. Speaking of Rushmore, Clark Wolf, what can we say? You've been incredible. I think everybody has said it already, how you laid the groundwork, how you really kind of took this thing to the next level. And what you said, we are the league. That matters on so many levels to so many people. Male, female, minority, whatever. Age, whatever. It means a lot. It means the league can be anyone. And that's fantastic.
Ooh.
I'm
going to read Abby's response.
We've never played each other. Somehow we've always found a way to miss each other.
She is the Herbie
So
fully
enjoy your
loaded fan account.
retirement
Check it out.
For now. But if I ever win that damn belt, I will show up at your work, at anything you host, and I will challenge you for the title because I can't be complete till I play Clark Wolf, win or lose, as one of the originals. Back at you as one of the originals. Thank you both so much for everything you've done.
Thank you to the outlaw, John Rocha, coming in here too.
John Rocha adhering to proper wedding decorum, keeping his speech tight.
Yeah, and now, the original kind of class that Clark came up with, we've got someone else who came up with Clark Wolf and has a lot of history with
It's Riley.
That is the former two-time movie.
This is so fucking brutal. How dare you, Harloff?
Oh, wow.
Okay. This one.
I put my phone down for this.
What?
Yep, I
Why
put my
can't we
phone down
have?
for this.
Okay, I'm reading Abby's thread. I can't put it down. He's team with the trader, anyways.
This league is not the movie Trivia Schmodown League without you guys. This is a hard day for me, for a lot of people. I love you both dearly. You have done something that I knew would always happen in this league. You would show everybody that you are the best. And I was happy enough to be on the other side of that loss of mine. But I was so overwhelmed and happy when you defended the belt and shut everybody up. Because there's a conversation happening about the Patriots and the Shirewolves. The Patriots, hell of a run. And you guys. So for me, if I were to pick the best team of all time, it's you guys, hands down.
I agree.
Facts.
For everything, what you've done for the league, the classiness you brought, how you crushed your opponents, I just marveled at it and was unfortunately on the other side of it. Change a thing. And so I'm going to
Did you give her being team with the traitor?
I've watched you grow so
Shush.
much in the league. From being on the side, everybody's told the stories, being on the side and answering all the questions. And Clark, you saying you got to put her in the league, and me saying, oh shit. It's been wonderful to watch. I'm going to miss you dearly, Rachel. It's in inner geekdom, singles, teams. It's not going to be the same. Clark, holy shit, Clark. We have the best history. And even though Shirewolves is the best team, obviously, I will always have a special place in my heart for you. You were one of the first. I feel like I was with you always in the league when it started. We did the teams together. We had a pretty good run there. Pretty damn good run.
Pretty good.
And so with a heavy heart, watching you leave the league is tough for me as well. So I have to do something for nostalgia, even though Shirewolves, best team ever.
He's dressed as a clown.
Special place in
Dressed
my
as a
heart.
clown. Damn it. I will say, I fucking love that shirt. I wish I didn't. I wish I had it.
I know. I regret not buying it. I looked at it a lot, and then
Is it still for sale?
no,
Oh.
it's not.
I'm available.
So we're going to have two more sets come out here to say goodbye.
And I just got word. I'm just looking at this right now. As far as Shire Wolf members, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis is actually 1-0 against them.
Boo.
No, it's true.
Clark Wolf beat you.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
No one said you knew.
Alright,
the
so who
league
else is
well
coming
enough.
out?
Okay, so
And I'm Mark Ellis. Welcome back to the Schmodown.
we have a couple of people coming out, and the next person has actually
Sam
very
Levine.
recent.
Sam Levine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Inner Geekdom and Teams champion, Mike Kalinowski.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Just on stage.
Mike!
He's already crying.
Oh, great. Now here's where I go.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kels.
We're all going to be a covering mess. He's done. Just going to warn you.
I'm going to get it right away. The whole, oh, he's the heel and he's.
Where's
he's
Viv?
nice
What the
now.
fuck? I know she's coming. I fucking know she's coming.
You were someone that I had watched before I was even involved in this. Christian's like, watch this stuff, and watch Clark. Watch Clark. You guys are very similar. And I remember I met you at Halloween Horror Nights as Norman Bates, and you came up to and I was like, oh, you're Clark Wolf. And you're like, how does Norman Bates know Clark Wolf? And I was just like, I'm a fan of the Schmodown. It's like, and then
Why is he Norman Bates? He looks more like Ash.
You know, and like, I'm glad Christian said it because
Yeah, he does.
best
Never realized that before.
time. You know, and it was just
Their next entrance
there,
should be Evil Dead
and
themed.
then we just never faced off against each other. And it was
Mike
just
Kalinowski, if you're watching this,
see
please do it. Please, it'd be
earn the
amazing.
nickname Class, because I remember watching after your matches, and I would see you do these defeats, and you would come back, and it just, I was like, I have to be, I want to be like that. I want to be that competitor. And Rachel, when I didn't know who you were, and it was Comic-Con 2017, and I heard Rachel Cushing, she just did what you did in the 5-way, and she was supposed to win it, and it didn't happen, and we sat there and we're like, well, we're gonna do this forever, this dance, you and I, and to see you, because a lot of us, like Clark, I know what it's like to be a performer and come out here, and to know that you don't like that, and I always, you put on such a good show, and I was like at Comic-Con, and I was like, you were great. She's like, no, I was a mess, and I don't see that, to see you evolve as a player, but it's not that, it's you're my friend, and every match that I'm with you, I think I'm gonna lose my friend after, because
Never,
I don't want
ever happen.
so this is going beyond it, and you know, I can't do this dancing
Christ, Mike.
with you. I love the two of you. You girls, and to see you back in the Facebook page though, and you're like so full of energy. I knew this was coming for a while. We've talked, and I knew for you what you had to do, but to see you're a part of it still, and to see how you act every day with the fans now, you're the greatest of all time. In this
Yes.
Hands down.
Yes.
I don't care what anyone else says.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm gonna miss the hell out of you girls, and I have some for you. I know you've seen this before.
How warm is it?
How warm is it?
My girlfriend's father says that I have to give this to you, saying he wants to thank you for letting me win both belts. For letting
Wait.
you win both belts.
Why is there not Brandy Buck wine from Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Really nice words there. Some great words.
Is that a bottle of Collider wine?
It might be, very well might be.
A big C on there. It's very nice to see. And it's
Come on.
it kind
Tell
of is
me.
the kind of guy where
It's
it's like
gotta
how
be
long before
Viv,
he just shows up
right?
at Rachel's house, and it's just like, you want to play Trivia HQ? They love playing each other so very much. It's been so much fun to watch that rivalry.
If Rachel
blossom,
ever comes back,
and to watch them play teams, singles, it really is.
her as a teammate
they're
with
gonna
Mike
enjoy that bottle of
Kalinowski
wine,
would
and
be
a
incredible.
well-earned bottle of wine. They earned the whole
Unbeatable.
damn winery. They earned the whole vineyard. They earned all of Napa
And
Valley.
I mean, Mike would have to go face for it, but I would accept it only for her.
In the post interview to talk, but who better
Viv
than
or
the
Sam.
members of the Fife Club, both Emma Fife and
No, this is more sad. I'm gonna fucking cry again.
So much crying on camera. Oh my god.
Actually, we each drank about a bottle of wine apiece last night while we were studying for our last
very serious.
Drank the wine.
Yeah,
I watched.
Well, I did the math on it, and I was like, we drank 3 bottles of wine, and only Clark, Rachel, and I were drinking the wine. So
we like our wine.
Math.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna ugly cry, but you guys are my family. You made me be a better person. You've inspired me.
Oh
So
no.
many people.
Sorry, Kels.
To paraphrase
It's
what
okay.
Mr. Evans said, you don't expect to make good friends as you get older. But you guys are my family, and this whole Schmodown experience has improved me as a person. And you guys are the classiest, most wonderful people I think I've ever met. Your legacy extends so far beyond this game. It's a privilege to know you. You make me want to be a better person.
Fuck reacting. We're
Oh,
just here
and by
for
the
the
way, I'm
emotions.
the oldest person to ever win a belt.
Bullshit.
It was hard for me to not manage you guys this year because I am very mediocre at movie trivia, like very mediocre. But
You
I'm
almost
better
beat
than
Harloff.
me.
You beat
So
Harloff.
when I had the opportunity to manage Clark and Rachel and Mark Andreyko, I mean, all of you. I mean, I
That's amazing.
started working on the Schmodown back in 2016, and I think on the very first day that I ever did post-match interviews, I interviewed Mark Andreyko because it was his match against William Bibiani, and I want to say it was either that week or the week after the Wolves of Steel played a match, and so that was when I first met Clark Wolf, and Clark was already like such a rising star in the Schmodown. I mean, you were the 2016 Rookie of the Year, and then to follow that up with Rachel the following year, and then to get the two of you together, I just knew that like this was the Schmodown that I wanted to see. This was the direction that I wanted the show to go because it's a very like male dominated kind of show, and a lot of the questions have a very male leaning vibe to them. And then to have the two of you come in and also to like speak up for yourselves, like that was the thing too, was when we were working together as a faction and as a team, like we would take a look at the wheel, and we would strategize and speak up if we felt like it feels a little weighted in somebody else's favor. And I just appreciate like the fact that you guys were always so. It was great to watch you guys grow as a team. Because I think that honestly, like both of you were great competitors individually, but then when you got together, you really brought out the best in each other. And a lot of that I think has to do with, again, your real interest in teamwork.
We're not even fucking talking. What's going on?
Yeah, we should probably talk.
That's again like
That was an incredible match.
it's a family.
It
Like
was-
we would get together and study before.
Oh, you're not getting rid of me.
every
That's
single
fine.
one of
The
your
worst
matches.
worst part of this is
And I
now
think we should also say
whoever wins the
sorry,
tournament has to go against Mike Kalinowski,
and both times you only lost
and I'm
by
not ready for that.
That's consistency.
I mean,
That's
if it's the family, then I'm okay with him losing.
Yeah,
even in defeat,
only if it's the family. Everyone
Yeah.
else, like, well, no, it's like the family,
I
Shazam.
everyone had the luxury of having people like this in their lives.
Yeah.
I would probably still root for Corrupption.
And just like
Looney
I remember
Bin,
too, Rachel,
Loose
when you started
Cannons,
playing
and
it,
Looney Bin.
I was just so
Like,
excited.
there's so many
You
people
were
in there.
so
Self-Righteous
good.
Brothers.
And the fact that like she knew
If
everything about
any
Lord
of them
the
face
Rings, like,
corruption,
that
I
was so
feel it
exciting to me
hurts,
because
like
I love
physically
Lord of the
hurts.
Rings, and I feel like that wasn't getting as much love.
Do-
So that
just
to
let
have
who's the
you come
boss
in and
face
dominate in,
them
like, the
again.
comic book categories.
Representation matters.
It'd be a good
Yes, exactly.
Even
You
in
like-
Middle Earth.
you like to
I would
see
hate
yourself
it so much if
represented,
like
even if it's just
Founding Fathers came out and used their title shot before Mike gets the
I would
champion
lose
belt.
my shit.
I would hate them forever.
No,
I know,
imagine
right?
final question.
Everything.
Like
when I
5,
said
4,
that
3,
Rachel
2, and Dameron walks out, slams the
knowledge,
on the table.
I am
And
not
it's like
kidding.
you get another shot, and then do another full 5-round match.
Like seriously, like like when she spun drama on the wheels today, I was like, I feel like it's a pretty good category for Rachel. But
It's so
yeah,
broad.
I mean,
It's
the
not-
showdown is just. I think that I have not quite come to terms with the fact that like you guys are not going to be playing anymore.
There's going to be a lot of people sobbing as they drive home tonight.
Exactly.
Denial,
when all this
denial,
stuff, like,
champagne,
settles.
denial.
But you
Four
know,
stages of grief.
out looking at like the video that people did and people
Denial,
like Janine and
anger,
Stacey,
alcoholism, waking up in a Denny's parking lot, buying a bottle of Tom Bagnino perfume,
Oh yes. That video.
shaving your head, going to sleep,
yeah.
and
That
acceptance.
was a beautiful, beautiful video.
Eric is like really killing it on the promos, but I mean, again,
We're not going to be able to afford him for much longer if he keeps
I
making
know,
videos
seriously. But what I was just gonna say is, it's. I mean, it's what everybody said. It's that that if there's a Mount Rushmore of Schmodown, both of you are inaugural faces. If there is a Schmodown Hall of Fame ever, you guys will be in the introductory class. Anyone that is coming into the Schmodown now, there's no doubt in my mind that they will know who the Shirewolves are, because that is the legacy that you guys have left on this league, and it will never be replicated. There will be other great teams for sure, but they won't have the same moment in Schmodown history, I think, that the Shirewolves did.
See them all back there again for sure. And what nice words it was, and what a nice moment it was.
Are we not
to
going
have
to see his
fun.
daughter
We
come
should have
out?
teams retire more often.
guess
This is a
not.
good time.
Yes.
Are we done?
No, not yet.
Do it.
Well,
Come
who else
on.
coming up?
So
Who's behind the curtain?
There's no one behind the curtain, but it's someone behind my phone. I just got a
Yeah.
text from someone.
Very
and
tiny person.
He
Vivian,
is
you called it.
the former movie trivia.
God
Showdown
damn it.
Teams champion, former Schmodown
I know how to fucking book this. It would have been amazing.
Inglorious. Sam Levine, Inglorious Bastards himself, Inglorious one. What Clark and Rachel did for the Schmodown will never be duplicated and can never be understated. They are trailblazers in every sense of the word, and their legacy within the league will continue to inspire both players and fans for as long as the Schmodown remains. These are two women I adore in every sense of the word, and I'm so consistently impressed by them and damn honored to know them. The chiseling of Schmodown Mount Rushmore can officially begin now. So that
Very
is
nice
the
of-
glorious one, Sam Levine.
Of Sam, and I'm just happy that this community has grown to what it has become here in our 6th season, the magic season of the movie Trivia Schmodown, because we've built up a big enough fan base to have a great studio audience here on a Thursday night. How about a round of applause for yourself? And I want to give a shout out to 3 very special audience members here.
Yeah.
We have Richard, Antonio, and Stephanie. They are patrons that joined the new tier where you can actually come and watch a match live in studio. So big shout out. How about a round of applause
Great
for
one to come
Richard,
to.
Antonio?
I thought I was going to say James, Matt, and Kelsey.
Do we know any of
Rachel
them?
and, it's Richard, Antonio, Stephanie. That's R-A-S. That's spelled Roz. Mike Kalinowski might want to write that down.
R-A-Z.
I
Check
will
yourself.
say, before we close out tonight, I will like to turn it to the Shirewolves and ask the Shirewolves if there's anything that you guys would like to say
Oh, fuck.
before you sign off here on the Schmodown desk for the last time.
Fuck you, Harlow.
Thank you for putting this whole thing together. I feel kind of overwhelmed. The video was amazing, and especially to see a lot of the fans and like I said in the post interview, the fact that anybody looks up to me is like a weird thing, but a thing I'm really proud of, and I never thought I'd make a mark on the world in quite this way. But the fact that people say that I have, I'll take that with me forever, and I'm really grateful for that. And so many people have called this whole thing a family tonight, and Mark and Mike, and that's how I feel. You're all friends for life, and I love you very much. And this is not easy, even though I know it's the right decision, but that you guys understand and support us, means the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Sincerely, really, really, and truly, because even though we've done this a lot and we've gotten used to it, watching the watching the footage of the first Makuga match was really it took me back to a place, and you know, it was scary. It was scary to go out there and do it. It was fun, and I always had a great time doing it. But yeah, I'm so impressed and so proud of where all of this has come and who is in this room and who is a part of the group in general, and because it does look like all of us, which is so awesome and exciting. And thank you guys for caring, because we say it all the time, like the idea that it's just like a movie trivia thing, like, who, you know, why does that matter? But it does matter. It does matter, because this is what we love. This is what we care about. We're so passionate, and we didn't get this way overnight. This is a lifelong thing that finally it feels like we're being celebrated for. Maybe that wasn't always the case. And, you know, so it's deeply personal. And even if I don't necessarily show it all the time, it's deeply personal. And I am incredibly grateful for the support and that you guys came here on a Thursday. It's really hot in here. So for anybody who's not in the room, they are suffering. And so that makes it even more kind and generous. But truly, thank you guys. And Rachel, thank you for being such a great partner, and balancing me out in all the ways, and carrying me when I, you know, wasn't having my strongest day. And I hope that you feel similarly. And thank you, Mark and Christian, and the whole crew here who actually cares and shows up and works long hours and pays attention to the finer details of the music and the promos and lets me do Thor Lightning. You know, that's
Yes.
the magic of the post-production team. They don't have to do that.
That's
They
the
can just be like,
greatest
"No,
costume
I'm
of all the
glad to do
Schmodown
it."
is Mark and Draco just
But
as
they
an
did. They
eye.
let us do that. That's just excellent. So thank you guys. Thank you. And
Copyright's gonna fucking murder us. We have not
Thanks
talked
to
at all.
Clark and Rachel, for everything that you've done for the league, everything that you've
I
done.
feel like
for us
Collateral
as
Lives tomorrow is gonna be very emotional and also
watch everything that
very
you guys have done.
tired.
And, you know, you saw it in the video, and you know personally, both of you, my daughter is obsessed. And the first thing she
Bring her
messaged
out.
us, Shirewolves last
Bring her out.
match, she's like, I want to watch it when I get home. And I said, tomorrow morning after before school, that you do mean a lot to a lot of people, and it's not just little girls, to a lot of competitors out here. What you've done, the way you play the game, people learned from you guys, things that you've done. And I know, Clark, you're going to be, just the tournament's coming up, you're going to be on the desk a lot. You're going to be here as a commentator, and who wouldn't want that?
That'll be great.
Being able to, a champion, a classy champion, if you will, sitting there calling the matches. And Rachel, I don't think you'll be able to stay away from the thing. I'm not talking about competing. I just mean being around and that type of thing. I think you'll be back one way or another. I'm at least crossing my
Rachel
fingers. So
Rachel
thank
should not
you to both
manage.
you guys, the Shirewolves.
No, I don't think that's right for her.
No.
Shirewolves,
I think Clark as a
Christian.
manager would be really
They've been
interesting.
working 8 days a week, and in the end, the
What
love
about-
you take is
Actually,
see Clark.
Rachel as
Think
commissioner.
we said enough. Think
Well,
we've done
yes,
enough.
and
Rachel would be
speaking
an
of
amazing
Shirewolves, one more
commissioner.
gift that they're giving you is if you put their names in right now for you guys, Shirewolves, you will get $7 off the tickets for New York and Arizona. But go ahead and do it.
What is
Go to
it?
the schmodownlive.com. This will be available for another week before we put it on to the public. So this is exclusive just to you guys here tonight. You got to see the last match for the Shirewolves. So we sign off for the last time for the Shirewolves, Clark Wolf and Rachel Cushing as competitors. Mark, hell of a match. We do have new champions with Korupption, Mike Kalinowski and Chance Ellison. And what's going to happen next with them? That tournament's coming up. Mike Kalinowski, he's not done. Tomorrow,
Damn right.
he's playing
Damn
up
right.
against
Damn
Ben
right.
Bateman to find out who
Mike at
plays
3 belts.
Snyder.
Hoo-ah.
Find out who
Yeah.
In the future, so bright they got to
You'd
wear
be very
shades.
torn during that match.
I will not be
Listen, as for
torn.
present, well,
Fuck Ben, that
going on for
traitor.
Korupption at the Hilton right now. I think the rest of us are
Mike
going to
Kalinowski
raise our
did not
finest
break a
bottle of
table.
wine to the Shirewolves.
We'll see you next
Oh,
time.
You'll rip the
aha.
couch, James.
Got it.
I mean,
Oh, damn it. There's no cutscene, is there? All right, I'm going to check. Don't get mad at me if it fucks things up. Okay. So we're done.
Yeah, we're good.
Fucking shit.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Man.
That was a long hour and a half.
It was long,
It
but it
didn't
was
feel
great.
long, but that
Yep.
end just killed me. So Nat, you survived. I barely survived. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Kels.
Yeah. Seriously.
You're not a mess, which is a good thing.
I told you I'm a
Yeah.
tear down the cheek kind of person. I'm not a hysterical, ugly cry person. Thank God.
The day Andrew Ben retires, I'm going to be sobbing, like full sob.
Yeah, we'll see how I handle
Okay.
that.
Because this isn't just us reacting. We have to actually add something of like weight.
Okay.
I mean, first thoughts, because you guys weren't on the video. What do you think of the Shirewolves?
I think that you can't help but respect the Shirewolves. I mean, Rachel is the GOAT. Like, I think it would be hard to argue against that. Like I think you can make an argument on how important the singles belt is, but I think Rachel has done so much in her career, and I just have a lot of respect for her. And you can tell that she's really genuine. Like, she's just a genuine person who cares about the game and goes out there and tries to do her best. And I can't help but appreciate that. And everyone knows I'm the second biggest Clark Wolf fan of this podcast. Like, I love her so much. She's my woman crush every day. Like, I love her so much.
Gotta end it here, boy.
So yeah, I mean,
respect women now. Don't forget.
I respect the hell out of women, all right?
I love women. My best friend is my mom. You don't admit that, dude. Good boys, watch it in theaters.
Good movie.
All right, Kelsey.
All
as our
right.
resident woman today, what did you
All
think
right.
of the Shirewolves?
So when I first started watching the Schmodown, that was when like Wolves of Steel were like really going strong, and I fell in love with Clark. I thought she was just amazing. And then when Rachel came onto the scene with Nerds Watch, I adored her and I thought they were great together. And then when everyone started breaking up, I'm like, oh no, I can't not get to see these awesome women compete as often as I have been. We need to see them more. And then when I found out the Shirewolves were being formed, I was very excited because I'm like, there's no better match for anybody than those two together. And getting to see my daughter, who is 9, just like light up watching these two powerful women just dominate on screen. Just, I don't know. I'm going to miss them, and my daughter's going to miss them, and bittersweet, but it was a good match.
How did it go when you broke the news to they were breaking up?
To Tilly,
Yeah.
I don't think she quite believes me yet. I think she's going to have to watch this match to like truly get it. And then she'll probably ugly cry.
Big shit. All right. And y'all already heard my thoughts twice now. So where do you guys put this in the context of other team matches? Because in our little group chat, Danielle said this is top 5 matches of all time. I don't necessarily agree, but I'm curious what you guys think. Like, in the broad spectrum, how does this rank among other matches? Not only this season, but if you like it that much, of all time.
I think this is definitely recency bias because we just watched it, but I think it's definitely up there. Like, it had everything. It had like so much went wrong for Korupption. Like, Mike got the Pixar question and Chance missed the 2-pointer, and it was just so tight. It was so close, and it could have gone. It could have gone the opposite direction if they just got a different 5-pointer. So, I mean,
Yep.
it was just a really good match.
For me, emotionally, I would say like yes, top 5, but for actual gameplay, maybe top 10. I don't know, maybe not quite that high. It was a good match, but it was the pre and post content that really made this be an event for me. So like I said, the whole package maybe top 5, but the actual gameplay, not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I think on actual gameplay, it's probably around top 10-ish. Like, I took emotion out of this. If it's like, if I'm ranking my favorite matches, then it's definitely up there because like the emotional impact and everything, and Mike getting his 2nd belt, like that's amazing to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I remember the highs, like the very high highs, and I'm also very recency biased. So maybe top 5 of all time. Still, like, Team Action versus Top 10 is one of the best. DC Movie News, one of the best. I know Critically Acclaimed was in one of them. I'm forgetting which one. Like, there are some phenomenal. Who's the Boss versus Cinefanatics? Amazing. Who's the Boss versus Korupption? Amazing. It might be top 10.
Yeah.
Like, I think without the emotional weight behind it, it's an incredible match. But when you add that in, it's something special that we haven't seen here before. And I forget, I think Harloff brought it up before. Like, this idea that, like, it's okay. It's weird to say. In comparison, it's like, rather than having someone die, it's like they're being told they're gonna die, and you're just watching it happen. And the fact that you can actually be able to say goodbye, it hurts so much. And even myself, who didn't, like, I'm not a massive Shirewolves fan. I've rooted against them in all but one of their matches.
Yeah, for sure.
Still, they're just amazing. And the like, even ignoring the Shirewolves, pretending they just broke up, Clark and Rachel are two competitors that the league will miss deeply. Us fans, again, even us people who maybe aren't as big of fans, will miss them deeply.
Yep.
This is so fucking somber. And
never-
tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go fucking watch Ready or Not, lose my shit, and then come home and I'm gonna watch Ben versus Mike and lose my shit again.
That's a good day right there.
It is.
That sounds like a great day.
Yeah. But again, this is very much like an apt comparison of dying or stupid shit like that. Like, I feel like this is worth a moment of silence that I won't give because I'm not turning this into a fucking funeral. But
we're all wearing black.
Yeah, we all are.
Yes.
This was totally on purpose.
Yeah. This is just a very heavy moment for the Schmodown community.
Yep.
That hopefully we get a pick me up pretty soon with that nuke that Burnett has. What the fuck
Hopefully
was
that
that?
nuke does something that's gonna be like so mind blowing that we can move on.
I mean, Brandon Hanna did sign something that could have been it. I don't know what that was. I don't think Hannah has enough weight to do that yet. But anyway, again, we'll get into this in fucking 2 months whenever this drops.
Yeah.
What do you think the nuke was? Like, again, back into Crazy Town. Holy shit. What is the nuke?
The nuke? Oh my gosh, it could be so many things. I don't think it's Hannah's signature. I feel like that's just, but maybe, or his signature plus others. Like, maybe there's several signatures that we just haven't seen yet.
What
You know
if
what I mean?
the entire Inner Geek division just retires? Like, no, fuck it. Rachel's not here. We're all giving up. except for Jay Washington, who then becomes the champion.
Oh no.
Please no.
Or actually, that's where Tom has been. Tom has been just like destroying the league to make it in his own vision. All a recreation of Hunchback of Notre Dame for whatever the fucking reason. No, I feel like the Hannah parallel is too clear. Like, it seems too easy.
Yep, I agree.
What could it be though? Like what kind of power does Hannah have?
Again, so it's not Hannah. What type of power does RMB have?
Yeah, what could he be doing?
Actually, I have a feeling it might be something against Emma or Sam. Because they have been fighting a little bit.
They have been fighting a lot. What do you mean a little?
Okay. They have been fighting for a while.
They've been fighting for a while.
Well, I mean, Emma's been fighting. Sam's kind of just there.
Yes.
Come on, like,
Emma.
faction wars. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like that's the most obvious thing because everyone's been pushing that, and I know Harloff has talked about it.
Mhm.
But Emma versus Sam would be really interesting to see. I just don't know to what capacity.
Mhm.
Like, what if it's a match of like Emma plus Clark versus Sam plus Rachel or something? Like, I don't know, but Like it's.
I don't think that's it.
It's too vague. Like what the fuck?
I know. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for future clip scenes because I have no idea what's going on. I am at a loss and I can't wait.
I have no
I
idea.
think all we can so it's like, oh, Mike v. Ben tomorrow, whatever. It's already come out. So I look for I don't want to say anything that's gonna kick my ass whenever this drops because I know it'll come out before New York. I think I look forward to either Ben or Mike taking the belts or Oyama beating Snyder. That's my prediction, or my hope, I guess. And I look forward to Haley Fouch upsetting Ethan Armwick. That'll be the greatest upset of all time.
That would be amazing. I
Yeah.
love Haley.
I just can't see it happen.
It's more of an upset than Stacey Howard versus Mark Ellis. It will be incredible.
And I will be there to see it.
Well, fuck you too, Kelsey.
Aw, I feel so much love.
Okay. I think this is us wrapping it up unless you guys have any final notes today or final tears to shed.
I think I've shed enough for the day.
I'm gonna cry once this video ends.
Yeah. Go down.
I'm going to go to sleep because it's nearly 2 a.m.
It's nearly 3 a.m. here.
Fucking own it up, Kelsey. All right. Nat, Kelsey, where can people find you?
You can find me on twitter.com/90ice44. And you should also like the Facebook page for Call Action Pod. That's facebook.com/CallActionPod.
All right, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KelseyKins90. I also run the Call to Action podcast Instagram. I will be posting, hopefully pretty soon, bios of all of us so you can get to know us a little better and be able to put names to faces. So keep an eye out for that.
You can see my lovely face at Temecula Film Guy. This is at TEMECULA Film Guy. Hopefully I don't change it by then. I might be changing my Twitter at soon. We'll see. And also just side note, because I'm not going to plug everything. I have three movie trivia face-off movie trivia matches coming soon. I have one dropping either this weekend or next weekend against Michael Campbell, former teammate of Paul Oyama.
Mm-hmm.
I have one against Hunter Chambliss, who is a member of Action Industries.
Yep.
And I have one in multiplex where I will be managing Ruben the Cuban, the Club Sandwich Slayer, in a match against Nicholas Tulig. Do not miss it. Do not miss that match. But that is it. I'm going to go either cry or sleep or both. We will find out in about an hour and a half. Fuck sleep. One final send-off. Clark, Rachel. You guys got to join me. Thank you. We salute you. And yes, that's the big takeaway. Fucking hashtag Mikey fucking 3 belts.
Mikey 3 belts.
Thank you, Kelsey. Fuck all of you people on our crew who disagree.
Yep.
Everyone else.
Yes, everyone is. There's us and the wrong people.
It's in the wrong. Yep.
We will see you guys next time whenever this episode drops. Peace out.
Bye.
Takes half an hour for this to end, so now we just fill the time and try not to look